it will get mean.
Let's go.
Let's go. That's the clap, right? Or is it gonorrhea? This is the clap.
Chlamydia is the clap.
The clap is.
Chlamydia.
I think it's the same thing.
Why do they give a venereal disease the name of like a dance that you would do at a wedding? It's like a really
clap.
fucking.
The clap's a dance?
No, it's
Maybe-
just like the electric slide, the clap, the Running Man. It's like,
All right.
Does it
Very
sting
bizarre.
like a clap? Maybe.
yeah, maybe you get clapped in the
Maybe
genitals.
it stings.
That makes sense.
Like I'm just spitballing because that's
Yeah.
usually how people name things. Go like, oh, it's kind of like this.
I don't know. I'm not a.
It's kind of like someone's constantly clapping on your genitals.
That sucks, man. Can't relate.
Hey, at least we have like, what do you call it? Antibiotics and bullshit that'll take care of most of them.
Yeah. Without antibiotics,
I think most of
bro,
them. Yeah, like
How about-
antibiotics are the shit.
how about
bro.
how about you just not get them?
you can't
Well,
always
it's-
tell, bro.
I mean, you would love that to be the thing. You know, it's just like you wish like everyone that got like, you know, HIV and stuff. It's like, hey, just how about just not get it? Like, I think that would be awesome if that was a possibility.
Nah, but that's different.
But,
HIV was like they dispersed that through the air.
That's
Yeah,
just
of
weaponized
course.
for real. But
Listen,
Magic Johnson was blowing on everybody. He was balling.
That's why they called him Magic Johnson.
He's Agent Zero. He's freaking. He's Test Zero. But they captured Magic Johnson, and he's the reason why AIDS exists in the first place. It was
all right,
him.
all right.
How is that possible?
It was him. He was the first person to have AIDS ever.
So
actually.
nobody made love to a orangutan or whatever happened, whatever the theory is.
That sounds dumb.
You know,
but-
it's a theory, right? Like,
yeah,
that
people are stupid.
Some dude probably like thought it was like, hey, this thing looks pretty good. You know, I haven't had any pussy in a minute, and then he just made love to it, and then made love to his homies on the boat on the way home. Because who else is he gonna bang?
He
And
fucked
then,
the monkey, then
hey,
he fucked his homies, and then we have
He's
AIDS.
like, I don't feel good. Oh, it's just scurvy, and then he fell apart because he had AIDS. And then that's all it happened.
He fell apart. He's talking about him like he's
Like
a
a
Lego
Lego
man. Why did we think of the same thing?
Because that's what happens. Lego people fall apart.
No, they don't. They don't even.
They do though. You've played Lego games where they fucking fall apart.
I hate that we
can,
both
I
said
guess.
Lego man. Listen. Welcome to the Snark Tank podcast. Magic Johnson did not cause AIDS. We've
Or
got.
did he?
I will say, listen. We don't have a lot to talk about today because last week. Not because last week. We don't have a lot to talk about today because not a lot is going on. But
Right.
last week we focused very, very heavily on Euphoria. And the audience noticed that I tried to get us back, and I could not do it. So today we are going to be focusing on questions.
Yeah.
We're going to get through a lot of them because we know we're a little bit behind.
Degrassi.
And Degrassi.
Question heavy podcast.
Question heavy podcast. But
Whatever it takes. I know I can make
I'll
it
make
through
it
or something.
through.
I think it's like that.
If I hold out,
I don't remember the rest
know
of
I
it.
can make it through. Be
Yeah,
the
let's
best,
go.
Be the best I can.
Wait, this dude fucking remembers all of it.
And I say to you, whatever it takes, I know I will make it. I know I can make it through.
he can't spell normal words, but he
know
remembers
I
all
can
the
make it
lyrics of
through.
these
He
fucking.
remembers the entire theme song of Degrassi. That's
Hey,
kind of
man.
impressive.
Can I say
knowledge,
something?
but
Can I say something?
impressive.
I have
What's up?
never heard the theme song to Degrassi ever once in my life. I've never seen a clip of Degrassi in motion. I've never
You're
heard what Degrassi
missing
sounds
out.
like. All I've seen is a photograph of Drake looking stupid in a wheelchair, and that's it.
You never saw him get shot?
No, I never saw him
never
get
saw him
shot.
What's
get
wrong
shot?
with you?
That's
That's at least
crazy.
everyone's seen that and laughed.
No,
Like,
I-
everyone's seen that.
and laugh.
Have you guys
Yeah.
seen that show? Oh my god, what is that show? It's like a hospital drama or something. It's a very real, like meant to be taken seriously show. But this dude,
Like soap opera?
I think
is it
so.
Grey's
Maybe
Anatomy?
no. Hold
Or is
on.
it General Hospital?
It might be one of them, but it's such a wild. It's a scene where this guy's walking. This doctor is like walking through the hospital with a box, and it's got a heart in it. And there's a guy sitting in a wheelchair, and he's like, "Oh, that's my heart." That's the heart that's my heart transplant. That's my new
I've
heart.
seen this,
And
though.
then
I've seen
he
this.
trips, and then the heart rolls on the floor, and then a dog eats it,
Yeah.
runs away, and then a man just like dramatically glances at the guy in the chair, and then the guy in the chair looks back at him, and then it cuts to the theme song. But it's like a very real clip.
No,
I
swear
I've seen that clip.
that sounds like Scrubs.
I know, but
That sounds like I can't do this all on my own.
No, I know.
I'm no Superman.
I'm no nigga man.
That show gaslit me into thinking that song was good.
Oh no, I did. That song annoyed the fuck out of me. Like who's that band for Malcolm in the Middle? Larger than what's their name? Their name was something with the.
Can you sing the
They
song?
might be giants. They might be giants.
They might be giants.
If you can sing the song, I might remember all of it. If you just give me a little bit of it.
You're not the boss of me now, and you're not so big. My fucking 8th grade teacher had a question. One of our questions. It was an extra credit question. An extra credit. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Extra credit question. Fucking, he put why is the mighty or why is They Might Be Giants so great? And I just fucking lit that shit the fuck up. Like, this is the dumbest fucking band. I hate that song. Malcolm in the Middle would be infinitely. I just totally trashed him. I watched him read it.
You failed that class.
I didn't fail the class, but I definitely saw him like, give me a smirk, like he wanted to slap me in the fucking face, and I'm like, yeah. That's
go ahead,
it's on site.
Go ahead,
he was like, it's on fucking sight, dude. Man.
I love that was the best part about being a kid is being an asshole to teachers. like a teacher would be like, yeah, my dog died. And I'd be like, hey, too bad.
You're such an asshole.
And then just sit there and stare at him.
I tagged you both in this. So it's from I remember it's from One Tree Hill. And you guys can look it up. You guys can look it up.
Wait, One Tree Hill's. That's not a doctor show, is it?
No, I guess it's not. I misspoke. It's not a doctor show. It's just a drama, but it's like a real teen drama. It's meant for serious. Look up Dog Ate Dan's New Heart, One Tree Hill on YouTube. It's real, and if you guys are watching it right now, it is so amazing that it's treated as seriously as it is, because it just comes across. It is my favorite video to come out of television. It's like it's way better than Dexter playing Halo 3 on a keyboard fucking in the middle of like season 2 or something. You're seeing it now, right?
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
That's so stupid.
That's unbelievable. I watched One Tree Hill.
No one stops the dog either. No one stops the dog.
It's too late
no
to
one
stop the
thinks
dog.
to do it.
Wait, and the guy at the end, why is he looking kind of like he's satisfied?
It's Moody.
Because
It's like Moody's
dad.
point. It's like you're watching the fucking Amanda show. It's like Moody's point.
His dad. So what happened is that his dad is an asshole. Throughout the show, there's the main beginning of the show. There's 2 sons. There's one son he has where he's with his marriage. One son he has as a wedlock. They're both the same age. And that character, Chad Michael Murray.
Shut the fuck up.
Seriously, I was about to fucking lose my mind.
Why?
You should not know about this, and it pisses me off that you're explaining this to me.
I watched a bunch of it.
This is. I don't want to know this.
This guy genuinely wants us to believe he's not gay, and he's seen every episode of fucking One Tree Hill.
That doesn't mean I'm gay. I haven't seen every episode also. This guy genuinely.
I can't believe you watched it, dude. I'm dizzy. Like, that made me dizzy.
I had an older sister growing up.
Why would you even?
I had an older sister, so I didn't have control of the TV.
Wow, sounds nice.
I had older.
Calm down. But you have a mom, so chill, all right?
Let's not go down that path. Look at but my stepsisters, they're older than me, and the only thing that I ever watched that I normally wouldn't have watched, but I enjoyed, was the musical Grease. I actually thought that was. I'm like, this actually isn't bad. I'm not like completely disgusted. Everything else, I walked out of the room that was just fucking this is it. I can't bear this. Like, there's no way I'd be like, I'm just gonna stay here and watch this because it's just on. I'm gonna play video games.
I didn't have a subject what was good content. I didn't know it was good things to absorb. So I watched like Charmed. I watched One Tree Hill. I watched fucking Dawson's Creek. I watched Buffy, Angel. I love Buffy and Angel. Those shows I still really enjoy. I like Buffy and Angel.
Did you watch Dark Angel?
But I watched
I watched a little bit of Dark Angel because Jessica Alba is fucking gorgeous. But
You know,
I didn't pay attention to the plot at all. I know there was a guy in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
There was like a fucking young Crip in it or something.
I had no idea. I had no idea what the hell Dark Angel was about. All I knew is my aunt bought me the Dark Angel video game on Xbox.
Yes.
And I was like,
yes.
What is this? Is this a shit?
Did you play it?
Yeah, I did. I remember liking it because it was like a beat 'em. It was like a beat 'em up, like a 3D kind of. I don't know. It was very weird, but it was fun. And I think what it was like it was on the Xbox, and it looked like really, like graphically. I remember being like, "This looks fucking crazy compared to the shit that I play on my fucking PlayStation." And I remember just thinking it was like a good game because of that. It's probably not a good game. You know, it's probably not like. Yeah, it's kind of like Hunter the Reckoning. One of those things where it's like Hunter the Reckoning was cool, but like I have a feeling.
Don't say it.
If I went, I feel like if I went back to Hunter the Reckoning, it wouldn't be as cool as it.
You're right, but I just don't even want you to speak into existence because I have such fond memories of that game.
I know.
I don't remember that game.
Hunter the Reckoning was fucking.
I'll play it again, and then I'll be like, oh, what the fuck? Like, dude, that Asian chick with the fucking guns, dude.
Yeah, man.
So fucking badass,
dude. There's a lot of games from my past that like I'll look at and I'll be like. I have really good memories of that, but not enough to go back and possibly ruin it. You know, like I don't want to know how well this held up.
That's that, man. I feel that so hard. That's definitely that. That was when I told you guys that I experienced a haunted, a paranormal experience. Did I tell you about that? The paranormal experience with while I was playing Hunter.
What? Oh yeah, the controller, right?
The controller. It was that I was playing that game. And I still, to this day, I'm going to ask him again probably in another year or so if he still fucked with me because I still can't. My brain's too... It just can't accept there being... Why is I live with another Hispanic gentleman and even his family is haunted. And I'm like, bro, like why? Why is it fucking Hispanic people? What's going on here? And they have like testimonial. And then the guy that I went to, Frankie Sanchez, that I went to his house.
That's the fakest haunted. Name I've ever heard.
Frankie Sanchez.
It's very common.
I know.
That's a regular name. That's not even like that's not even a crazy Hispanic name.
I know.
Francisco Sanchez.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Francisco. No, the fucking. You know, every time I hear Frankie, I just think of Joe's old cousin.
Can you stop making fun, bro? It's been years. Let's just let him rest.
All right, we'll let him rest.
Is he like? Does he have like a stereotypical like Italian accent?
No, I don't know because I never heard him speak. Listen,
he looks sick.
I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the pod. I feel like I must have. It's been 103 episodes. Have. But it was like a friend of ours, Joe. He had this cousin who had like this crazy like Harry Osborn Spider-Man animated series Widow's Peak. He was like 2 years younger than us. He had bags under his eyes. He looked like he smoked six packs a day. He didn't speak to anybody. He was like frail, but like it was so jarring because it looked like he might have owned a crime syndicate, but he was also like younger than us, and he just looked so weathered by time that we joked that he was like an old child. And that like if you went back into his yearbooks like throughout the years, he would look exactly the same. Like in first grade he would look exactly the same. In kindergarten he would look exactly the same. He's just been this permanent age for his entire life.
Was it like that deity kid thing and fucking not deity but that guy in Cowboy Bebop? Remember that fucking
what?
Remember that thing?
No.
Remember that kid? Kid man?
The kid man. Kid man.
He's like, what the? He's just always the fucking same age. Like always, he's always like a little bitch ass kid.
I love Kid Man. That is an amazing superhero. Can somebody draw up Kid Man?
Kid Man.
Is he the character I created where he's the guy that at any time when people look at him, like if two people are looking at him,
that wasn't you.
They see him as a kid or an adult, and he's like, he's trying to buy beer, and the guy at the register is like, you're a kid, what are you doing? But the person in the bodega with him is like, that's a grown ass man.
Yeah, he is both a kid. You didn't come up with that, by the way.
I definitely came up with that.
No, you didn't, because this is something I brought up in like the 5th grade to people.
You definitely did not come up with it. This is mine.
Okay.
You cannot take this from me.
All right, fine. That's fine.
Do this.
All right, you can have it. Fine. I'm that generous.
And you're trying.
But listen,
He's just trying to pat me down. Calm down, buddy. All right, don't fucking do that to me.
But no, he is both at all times a young child and a grown man, and it just sort of depends on like the way it's almost like a holographic like Mewtwo. So like it depends on like where you are when you're looking at him, or just like, oh man, these two people see the same person, but they see a different version of him, and then he just gaslights everybody.
No, he doesn't. He's just trying to live his life.
No, it's not that he does it. It's that like his existence does it for him.
Like sometimes, like
no one can agree on
why he's driving.
No one can agree on who he is. Imagine how disruptive
and, like,
that would be.
A cop pulls him over, and the cop is like, "Why are you driving?" The cop is like, "Hey, have a good day, officer." And the person in the car is like, "No, this is a baby. I'm teaching a kid how to drive." He's like, "That's not a kid. It's a grown man." And he just leads to contention amongst people. He's the ultimate destroyer of the world, if you really think about it. Because people won't be able to agree on him fundamentally. And so it'll just lead to arguments and like just turmoil. It goes up to Senate where they're like, this is a child. And like, no, he's a grown man. And they launch the nukes.
I sent you, I replied with another paradoxical, like, or a paradox where on Drawn Together, they fought a gigantic midget.
And it was just a guy?
It's just a guy, but he's wearing like small clothes. It's so fucking funny.
That reminds me, that's like, that's a really, because that reminds me of the Robot Chicken attack of the giant midget. And it's like just it's a normal guy like knocking shelves over in like a CVS or something.
Oh my god!
I love.
You've never fought a midget as big as me. Jesus Christ! This is a grown man.
He's just slightly taller than Captain Hero.
That was from Drawn Together, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That show was so ridiculous, dude. There was an episode where the black girl, took an uncooked piece of chicken, put it in her vagina, and it came out cooked.
Oh yeah, it came out crispy.
I was like, what the fuck? Does that mean she has a lot of STDs?
I mean,
or is her vagina that hot?
Her pussy's hot, man. She's fire.
I
liked how ridiculous that show was. It was tailor made for me, where I didn't need any explanation to the insanity. I didn't need any fucking moral lessons with some fucking sad piano at the end or inspirational piano at the end, like South Park and shit. I'm like, just do dumb shit. Just do dumb shit.
That's what South Park
But that's why it didn't
like
survive because of that very reason, though. It was
South
just
Park
like, this is too stupid.
South Park is not that anymore. South Park once upon a time tried to teach you a lesson. Now they just say fuckery.
It's still the same. I just checked out the new season because I wanted to see how it was holding up, because I haven't watched it in a few years. And it literally did the same exact thing. The same inspirational piano thing at the end.
Well, no, there's always like somebody that walks in.
I will say, to give them credit, I did find myself laughing a few times. Despite, like, last time I remember watching, I'm like, I'm not even laughing anymore. So maybe they kind of stepped it up a little bit. Maybe they were kind of a little self-aware. They're like, this shit isn't funny anymore. Let's try to put some jokes in it or something. Because I laughed a little bit, but it's been so long since I fucking like remember laughing out loud watching that shit. Where I was like, that was really funny. That was really well done.
It's really hard for me to laugh out loud at television. I don't know what it's like. Very rare. So? Yeah, like because even like the South Park episodes that I like, I would be like, that's really funny. But it never like it's hard. Like it's Always Sunny has made me laugh, like audibly, like very like Frank crawling out of the couch covered in oil. That broke
awesome.
me when I
That's
first
awesome.
saw it. But I don't know.
That show's so crazy.
Fucking Frank on the floor with all the fucking Purell on him, all the sanitizer.
Yes,
be pure. That's so fucking amazing.
And Dennis's meltdown when he's like, fucking tools. I've got to have my tools.
The golden god is not taking questions at this time.
What is it? He's like,
I like to bind. I like to be bound. Yeah, these are my tools.
The fucking delivery of that is so good. It's like zip ties, duct tape, zip ties, and gloves. They're tools. I like to bind. I like to be bound. Dude, he's so good at playing that character. It's insane.
Dude, there's moments where he looks sick. And I like there's moments where he just looks like his eyes are protruding.
Like his
out
eyes
his
are
face.
so
honestly,
fucking.
Dude, I wish it would have been so cool to see. Like, have you guys seen The Boys or any of it at all?
I haven't finished it, but yeah.
I would have loved to see Glenn Howerton, the guy who plays Dennis, as Homelander. I think that would have been so sick He would have been so disgusting as a person.
I don't think he exactly has the build for it, but I think
He probably doesn't.
I mean,
but
he,
at the same time,
he
it's
could
like-
have, dude. Fucking what's his name? The Yada Yada McDonald. No, oh wait, that's not. That's his fake name.
Yada
Ronald
Yada
McDonald.
McDonald?
Ronald McDonald.
Oh, Rob McElhenney or something?
Thank you, Mick. Yeah, whatever the fuck his real name is. Like him, like how he roided up for the fucking show. He could have done the same thing.
Yeah.
With
What's that
Homelander.
again?
Mac. You know, Mac roided up for
Mac?
the fucking show.
Oh yeah, he.
So I'm just saying, like, why couldn't fucking
Well, Mac
Dennis
wasn't
do the same
exactly.
thing?
Mac wasn't exactly thin, you know.
Mac was go back and watch Mac before he got fat.
He was kind of
No,
just like had a standard
He was
build.
normal. He was normal,
His
and then he
standard build.
cultivated mass for the show. This motherfucker's insame.
Yeah, that guy's
motherfucker's
crazy.
Method. That motherfucker's
like
method
fucking-
as shit.
he's like fucking. He thinks he's fucking oh my god, Daniel Day-Lewis, but like for a fucking sitcom.
Wasn't
Like,
Daniel
it's-
Day-Lewis the guy that was in Breakfast with Tiffany's? No, that wasn't. Who was the
No.
guy? Who was the
No,
guy?
he's not that old.
Who was the guy that was the Asian
Are you
guy?
talking?
in
You're
Breakfast-
thinking of Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney.
You're thinking of Mickey Rooney. That's not even close.
I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I was just thinking of that.
That's not a mistake, man. That's like that is a fatal error.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
You
That
mixed
is
up
my
Daniel
favorite-
Day-Lewis and Mickey Rooney, man.
Mickey Rooney.
Imagine Mickey Rooney in
movie.
Breakfast at Tiffany's in like Gangs in New York.
Oh my god, dude! I love.
Oh man, I almost slipped up. Okay. Compose
is
myself.
the
I
best.
was gonna say some Bill the Butcher lines as a stereotypical Asian, but I was like, I gotta catch myself.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta
You,
catch
that
myself.
you caught yourself.
Is the best portrayal of an Asian person I've seen in any form of media.
We got to move on.
Because
We gotta move on.
God fucking damn it, bro!
It's just spot on.
If Jackie Chan wrote and directed his own biopic, it would still be worse than that.
Such a waste. There's so all of our episodes get fucking age restricted. By the way,
There's
Uncle.
no.
That's not true. That's
a
not
lot
true.
of them.
We're,
Do. A lot
yeah,
of them do.
Last two. Our last one was
we try.
Yeah. Our last
We
one
try
didn't.
sometimes.
It just got heavily restricted. Not age
Yeah, of
restricted.
course.
But anyway,
Uncle.
Yo, it's so disrespectful, dude.
we got to get into this because otherwise, the audience is going to be upset.
Let's hear it.
These nuts wrote in. It says, "Hey, Topher Race, Kingston Jameson, and Derek Pilot." Those are just our names. so
Topher
thanks.
Race? Did it say Topher Race?
Yeah, Topher Race. I don't know. This is my first question and probably my last question because Patreon is slow and glitchy pain. Is a slow and glitchy pain in the ass website. It is. I just watched episode 103 and Derek's iconic Euphoria rant. Iconic. Left me puzzled. I don't understand why you watched an entire show you think sucks dick. Also, you think Fast and the Furious being aware that it's shit makes it great. Does the lack of stakes in those kinds of movies not bore you? I'm afraid of asking this because I fear 30 minutes of Derek's wrath, but I need to get it off my chest.
No, it's a fair question. Like it's a fair question. Why would you watch something you don't enjoy? It's kind of like it's you want to see what it's all about. You want to see what the hype's all about. It's kind of like if say maybe you're not really into theme parks all that much. And people are like, this is the greatest ride I've ever been on in my fucking life. And people are like crying because it's so amazing. You'd be like, all right, I gotta see what it's all about. You stand in line for 2 fucking hours and you ride and you're like, holy fuck, I can't believe I just did that. It's the same concept where I really want to see what it was all about. And I thought at a certain point, okay, maybe it's only 16 episodes all between 1 and 2. I can kill this. So I killed it. I thought maybe the second season's better. It never got better. And I was just like, I can't believe people think that's good. And then that's it. I'm not going to watch the third season. I don't really give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
Now, as far as Fast and Furious, the lack of stakes and all that stuff, look, I'm watching. Look, I'm from a generation that adored 80s and 90s action flicks where they made no sense. It's just about blowing shit up. We already know the heroes are going to survive. The hero's going to get the girl. The plots are fucking terrible, but we enjoy them. They're just absolute schlock, and I love it. It's why 1995 Mortal Kombat is one of... I adore that movie. It's a heaping pile of garbage, but I adore it so much. I actually like the choreography. I'm not going to lie. The choreography is actually pretty decent.
I think it's pretty good. I don't care if people say.
If you watch... well, look it. I'm not even going to... I don't even need a debate on that. Like, if you unironically love that movie, good for you. I think it's kind of weird because... I'm not saying it's like the worst movie ever. I mean, you can say 97's Annihilation is, because that shit was unfinished and just bad in every single way possible. Even the choreography's bad. Anyway, but yeah, I don't see any reason why you can't enjoy something that you know isn't good. You know what I mean? You just know that you know what you're getting into. You know you're gonna enjoy it, and it's more of like, say, I'm laughing. It's like 90 Day Fiancé as well. I love 90 Day Fiancé because it is the most insane people. The producers pick the most unhinged people. They know they're gonna explode and just be absolutely insufferable, and it's just so funny to point and laugh at them.
Yeah, reality TV is so hilarious.
Funny. It is.
It is so bad.
It's really hard for me to sit down and watch something I don't enjoy. To be fair, my palette for television is pretty wide. Like I can watch a lot of shit, but that's because I watch so much. Like a lot of people are like, I don't like romance movies. Like I watch so much dumb. Like I watched Dawson's Creek. Like I've seen pretty much every episode of that show. I've seen so much of that show. It's disgusting.
You're right.
And I watched show. It. Me and my sister watched the whole thing. We watched Charmed together.
That's James Vanderbeek, right?
Yeah.
The Dawson's Creek. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. So what was the song? What was the song for Dawson's Creek? I
don't wanna wait.
Yeah.
For my life to be over.
That's all I knew about it.
I know right now. What could it be?
I like that chick. Apparently I don't because I forgot her name. Never mind.
Can't like her that much.
It's like there were a lot of shows that were around like when we were younger that were like that. It was like Dawson's Creek and like Seventh Heaven, and I remember seeing like snippets of them when I would change channels, and I remember being like, I'm under no circumstance am I watching that. It's just the way that they were shot, like even the camera, like the cameras in all those shows just had bloom all over it for whatever reason. Like everything looks ethereal. Like they just blew the lens out, and it's just like, all right, we'll have the sun right outside the window, and then we'll have the sun outside the door, and then we'll have the sun beaming up from the fucking ground, and it'll look like you just died. And it's
heartwarming. It's just supposed to give you a warm, fuzzy feling, you know?
Nah, in Seventh Heaven, homie brought a gun to the church and shot somebody.
Hell yeah.
That was ahead of his time.
What'd you say?
So that was ahead of his time.
Fucking Dylan roofed a motherfucker.
Yeah, because that didn't happen really. That didn't really happen until way later.
Not really. It happened around the same time. Seventh Heaven is like the 90s, man, like early 90s.
Yeah, but are you insane? Do you not know when the church?
Why the fuck is it even called Seventh Heaven? Is it like
I don't know.
Why is it called Seventh Heaven, you know? Oh.
I didn't even like the show. I just watched it. I sat down and I watched. I consumed media. I would be put in front of shit, and I didn't really develop what I like to watch until I was maybe like 9 or 10.
Yeah, I get that, because I sat through like a bunch of terrible TV, but like not to the degree that I followed the plot at all. Like I remember sitting and watching like The Parkers, like it was an amazing show, and I was just like, this just exists.
That's what I felt about Home Improvement. I watched Home Improvement, but I can tell you, like, I don't know one person that's like, oh, that show was great. I don't think one person on earth that thinks that.
It's amazing how you can tell what shows were genuinely good just based on their staying power. Like Home Improvement has no like there are no Home Improvement memes really. Like you really have to force that out. But like every couple years there's like a new Seinfeld meme. Like every couple years, like the most recent one was like the Kramer like opening the door with like the red light coming out. It's like, what's going on in there? And then it's just
what's going on in there?
Oh, it's like Gwyn the Fire Lord, Jerry. You know, and it's like that will never happen for Home Improvement. Like not once since this show has existed has there been a fucking Home Improvement meme.
I watched a lot of honeymooners growing up. Like way too much honeymooners, and like I Love Lucy. I Love Lucy's a great show.
I Love Lucy is goated.
I'll stand on that. I think
it's goated. It's goated.
Like the way it does with like relationship shit, like actual like proper like relationship.
No,
of
it's
different
just
cultures,
legitimately goated, man.
It's like, oh, this is actually like real.
What the hell's wrong
What?
with you, man?
If you
find the Home Improvement?
if you Google home improvement memes, the top 3 Google image results is just one lady in a bed talking literally about improving her home, and the third one is SpongeBob and Patrick wearing construction gear. That show has no. That show has so little cultural impact. It's insane.
Right.
No, I
guess we're gonna have to start it, dude.
I think it has decent cultural impact, but it's
Really?
just no one cares.
What is decent
No, it
to
doesn't.
you?
No, nothing at all. Was it Wilson, faceless Wilson, the
like,
neighbor,
hey-
where he
he's
just
like, hey,
his name was
Tim.
Wilson, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's Wilson. I feel like there's a part of me I'm like, it could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Wilson. He never showed his face, and I'm like, all right, he's obviously like a what do you call it, a sex offender or something, and he just like doesn't want to show his face. That's okay, I like kids too.
I will never
Hey.
forgive. I will never forgive Tim Allen for barking, like during his stand-up.
I mean, he just does it.
Didn't he sell meth?
He probably is meth.
I know he like was known for like a known cokehead. I know that.
You know what show I watched too? You know what's dumb? I watched a show with him on in ABC for a while called Last Man, or something
yeah.
like that, or like the man.
Oh,
in the
wasn't
Middle,
that
or
like recent or something?
It's
Like
fairly recent. I watched that shit too because my brain was like, "Oh, Tim Allen was in Home Improvement," and I saw that a lot. I think I should watch this because he's such a regular in my mind for some reason. Isn't Tim Allen also Buzz?
Yeah,
that's
he's,
the only.
he's Buzz
That's like
Lightyear.
that's what like that's
His only
why
good
I respect
contribution.
him. Right.
It's the only
His
contribution
good
he's ever had to popular culture is
being Buzz Lightyear
is honestly that mugshot of him selling coke when he got busted the first time, and Buzz Lightyear. That's his cultural impact.
That mugshot
Right.
is dope.
It's a good mugshot. Fucking Jesus Christ!
Whoa.
It's not a
Basically
joke. I couldn't believe that when I was watching because I genuinely thought that
You
was like
watched it with Joe, right? You watched it with Joe.
we watched it like with a bunch of people. We were like, "Oh, look
Yeah.
at this! Look, I've heard that this is like one of the worst stand-ups."
It's so
I think I was
bad.
there.
Yeah, you might have
think
been
I
there.
was there.
We definitely watched part of it with you, like at one point,
When?
because
What?
at some
Really?
point, I don't think you were there. You might have like been, I don't know. It might have been like before we were recording or after we recorded or something, and then you were off doing something. I don't know. I don't remember what, but I do remember watching it with you. And he just goes like, he tells a joke and he's like, "My wife is fucking fat and stupid," and you're like, "What the fuck is going
It's supposed to be a
on?"
lawnmower. I remember I watched it with Joe when we were like teens, and I remember him being like, "So I start the lawnmower."
Yeah, but he keeps
I'm
it
like,
going
this fucking
the whole
idiot
time.
bitch.
Whatever.
Every
All right, let's-
punchline,
all right,
every
let's move on, let's
punchline,
move on.
he's like fucking Andrew Dice Clay. Like he always goes, "Oh," but instead of that, he's just going,
God, he sucks.
why
Anyway.
the chicken cross the road? Because it's a chicken."
Because it's a chicken. Dude, that's such a good joke.
Yeah, it's a good Tim Allen joke for sure. I think
Tim Allen
I'm gonna
joke.
write for Tim Allen. I'm gonna send him my resume. But hey, bro,
Hey, dude.
I got a bunch of good jokes for you. Hey, that's really good. He writes back with,
he writes that back.
Right back as a lawnmower.
He's gonna be senile one day. He's gonna be like a 90-year-old man, and always it's like, all right, Tim, it's time for your sponge bath. He's like, okay, Tim.
the pause. The
It's the pause. It's definitely the pause. It's because it's him realizing that there's no threat. All right, let's move on. Let's.
Dude, old age is scary, bro.
Old age is really scary. I mean, speaking of Euphoria, I don't know what the fuck. This is like a brief thing. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but apparently, like Sydney Sweeney, the casting on that show, is being cast as like Black Cat or something and some Spider-Man thing, which I'd fully support. Makes sense to me.
I mean, I've seen her naked, so I feel uncomfortable. But
she should be back Black Cat then, obviously. Like, what do you mean? That's what I'm saying. It's like,
calm down. You're passionate, but like I don't know, like I don't know, like it's supposed to be like a little bit of a mystery. Like I know Black Cat is like very voluptuous, but like I don't know if I want to see her like that. But like, hey, if it's happening, it's happening. You know.
You don't know if you want to see it. You're fucking weird. Listen, I don't care much about it. I don't even know if this is true.
Gay.
I don't even know if this is true. It was just trending today, and I just thought I'd mention it. And there's also Elden Ring fucking selling 12 million copies in like fucking 3 weeks, which is just fucking stupid. By the way, that is. I don't think people understand because people are like only like I feel like people look at that and they're like only 12 million.
That's not that impressive.
It's like that's not really that because you think of like I don't know like movie you think of like Spider-Man No Way Home or something. It's like that made $1 billion or like something like that and you're just like it's not super impressive. It sold like 12 million copies until you realize that fucking Spider-Man PS4 sold 20 million to date. That's after 5 years or 4 years out on the market. Available to that entire ecosystem of systems, and fucking, I think Dark Souls 3,
one angle, but yes.
What do you mean?
It's only on PlayStation.
It's only on PlayStations.
Elden Ring is on everything.
No, right, but even like, dude, things don't sell like that. Especially not Dark Souls games. That's insane.
I mean, Elden Ring got the George R.R. Martin power behind it.
I don't think it had anything to do with George R.R. Martin. I'll be real.
I think it had a little bit of help.
Definitely some.
I genuinely don't think that accounts for even a fraction of. I think maybe like 5. I think maybe 5.
Every time it's advertised,
5 copies. 5 copies.
No, I think 5%, 5 to 10% maybe is George R. R. Martin. I think the rest of it, dude. The rest of it is word of mouth. The rest of it is like people being told like, "What the fuck is this?"
Definitely a lot of word of mouth.
The rest of it is seeing people on Twitch or like gameplay things circulating online or like just shit like. But I'm sure it's advertised very heavily, but like nobody I know even remotely cares that it's George R. R. Martin.
I will say that
you don't know people that read
because the
books
people
like
that you remotely know are already aware of the
Colin.
games. The people that you know are already aware of the from software.
Right.
It's the people that don't know about these things. They know about George R. Martin. They're like, "What the hell is George R. Martin got to do with this game?" Oh, look, a horsey. And then they drop the game.
oh, look, a horse.
I honestly think torrent's like the driving factor. That's just me.
Torrent is the biggest thing.
Nah, for me, it's the fact that if you stab people in the back, you can scream N-word at them. When you get the backstab,
you do that in anything.
Okay.
No, he says it. Your main character says it. You don't have that talisman?
Oh, the N-word. Yeah, they have the N-word fingers. Yeah, that's for sure.
The N-word finger.
You stab him and they scream like loud. Like you have to turn down your volume fast when it's.
Did you guys see that video? Did you guys see that video that was circulating on Twitter this morning of a horse kicking another horse in the head and killing it instantly?
No. I don't want to see that.
I love horses,
man. I don't want to see that.
That's not even funny, dude.
I thought it was fuking really funny.
I'm sure you did.
I don't want to see them get
I saw a mini horse
die.
falling, and I thought that was funny.
Oh yeah,
man?
like instantly.
Yeah.
The way it falls is funny because it falls and it gets like stunned. It's like freaked out and it gets up and runs off again.
But yeah, fucking.
Yeah, go ahead.
The horse is definitely like Torrent is changes the game like pretty wildly. But also I just think I don't know, man, because the people who are asking me about it, right? This is how I judge this. It's not just the people in the industry that I know who are like excited about it just because it was a FromSoft game, or the people who are fans of video games who are just curious because they're hearing about it on Twitter. It's people like my mom and like my family and the person who helps me with my taxes asking about it and not mentioning George R. R. Martin at all. Literally just people talking about this thing called Elden Ring.
What happens is this: there's several stages. All right. First and foremost, the people that were most excited are people that were the Souls fans initially. That was the first group. Then what happened is that's
not 20 million people.
No, it's not. It's a few million though, definitely. Then
I'd say it's like 5 to 10 million.
Then what happened after that is the people that were, this game is attached to George R. R. Martin. Then that had more because that's the whole entire like people that were fans of Game of Thrones or the Game of Thrones book series, which is arguably one of the biggest book series of all time. Then what happens is it came out. It came out, and then everyone that was a straggler got to see like, this game is crazy. and it brought more people in. But I think definitely like Martin, it being a Souls game and them having always being a hit for the most part, and then word of mouth, all of those coalesced into it being such a big thing. But
the Souls games aren't hits like this is.
They've always been hits video game wise, though.
No, they haven't.
Every single one,
the scale,
yes.
No,
well,
as
true.
video
that's
games, yes, Chris. Every single Souls game. They're not to this degree. I'll give you that. But every single one.
They've been critically well received for sure, but they're not like runaway successes.
Not like this, but they've all been successful.
DS1 took a while to catch on, actually.
Yeah, they all took a while to catch on. Dark Souls 3, I think, did the best, and that sold 10 million units to date.
That's because like, at that point everybody was like on board because they were like, oh, fucking Bloodborne was so sexual to a lot of people that they're like, oh man, I fucking what have I been missing? Now I gotta play some DS3, and it's I think it's just a perfect storm. It's just a perfect storm, and I will say they used a shitload of money for advertising to the point where I'm fucking watching UFC. And right before another round's about to start, and like, oh, this fight's been brought to you by Elden Ring with George R.R. Martin and fucking Nagasaki, and like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, and then they got Elden Ring on the fucking canvas and shit like that. Like, it says Nagasaki. Elden Ring on the yeah, fucking R.R. Martin and Nagasaki. Like, he said that word for word, and I was like, wow, I'm on board. I'm on board.
So,
just with those names, I'd be on board.
As of March 2015. Demon's Souls had 1.7 million copies sold.
Yeah, Demon's Souls 1.7 million. Is that the original one? Yeah, it has to be the original
that's
one.
That's the original one.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the original one. Then the Dark Souls series sold over 25 million worldwide.
That's Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 combined.
Yeah, that's true. And then as of May, Dark Souls has sold 27 million copies. That's insane. That's all?
Yeah,
because I guess the groups I run with play Dark Souls. That's the thing.
12 million
known for being
12 million for just Elden Ring in 3 weeks. That is stupid big.
Let's keep it into perspective, though. How many of those people are gonna not play it after they've tried it?
Oh,
I bet it's gonna be millions of those motherfuckers.
A lot of people are going to forget that people don't like. A lot of people are still like suspending the fact that it's still a Souls game. This game is still gonna fuck you raggedy. You're still gonna get to points where you are just getting completely trounced.
Yeah, I do feel like, and I will say, maybe the reason why, like maybe I feel like this is a hard R decision from George R.R. Martin, because like, hey, make more bonfires. Like, come on, nigga. Like, George R.R. was probably fucking sitting with the, controller, like, balanced on his belly. Like, dude, can you just put
like
more...
a champion, bro. He's on his tummy. And he's still playing well. He's fucking parrying everything. You're like, yo, how is he doing this? He's also just talking about Winds of Winter while he's doing it. He's, like, wording when it's getting recorded. He's like, yes... So at this moment, Euron Greyjoy finally finishes the Blood Pact, and you're just like, "What? This guy's amazing."
He's just the absolute shit at everything. He's just like fucking even while he's gaming,
bro.
He's writing.
He's writing and getting his dick sucked, bro.
I feel like because I'm surprised at how many fucking checkpoints there are, bonfires, grace points or whatever.
It's more accessible. It is the most accessible one so far.
Surprise! I'm like, I was almost at the point where I'm like, I feel like I'm cheating, where it's so I can actually, I don't have to start from so far away to get back somewhere.
I know you can actually play the game. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? I almost felt like I'm looking around like, is this right? I feel weird about this. There's fucking like. Just look at your map. Just look at your fucking map and then see how many of those fucking things there are. You're like,
there's a lot.
I was like, I was not expecting that.
It's also a big map, Like, that's a big
It is a big map.
It is stupid how much more there is still.
Bro, I've been to different planes of existence, like 4 different planes of existence. There's still more maps after the main map. Like, I'm at the point where I just finished the main map. I just finished that one.
Think about the first Dark Souls. It's fucking big for just like Like it's there's so many places to go
All of
that
them
you're
are
like,
that.
what
Even
the
Demon
fuck,
Souls
man?
is like that too. It's so much shit, you know.
Like if it was your first time playing the game and you had no idea, there are so many pathways you can take that you're like, where should I go? And then you try, and then of course you're like, this is too hard, I'm gonna try somewhere else. But it's just like insane now. And then now it's the scale now is almost like, say, us trying to understand the galaxy, you know? Like you're just trying to really understand like the scale of it. And that in this game, I feel like this is how am I ever gonna finish this? Like as far as like finding out what's there to do, and then by the time somebody like 100%'s the game, it's gonna be like, I'm not gonna do all this. Like,
Oh yeah. I hope I never finish it.
I'm trying to do other side story stuff, and I'm just like, there's so much side story shit, dude. Like I did one quest that's like for the werewolf dude. And that whole quest line is extremely lengthy, and it brings you to a part of the game that I wouldn't have went to naturally. And now I'm doing another part for like the holy guys, and that's also just taking it's so much game. It's so much game.
It's a beefy fucking game. It's like I recommend it to people just purely, even if you're like, oh, I don't like Souls games, just purely for just bang for your buck. It's insane. Right. Like it is insane. Like you and even you could play that entire game. You could play a lot of that game and not even really like bother with any of the bosses, and you'd have probably a really fun time, genuinely. Like,
and
sincerely.
I think that's a very good point, man. A lot of people can enjoy it, and I genuinely think torrent really makes it a hell of a lot more accessible for people that are like, because you can escape very easily. If you're like, oh shit, I'm in hot water, help me, torrent, and then you fucking bounce, and then you can try again or just keep on exploring. You can almost treat it like fucking what was Skyrim, where a lot of people just like to fucking explore. But the cool thing is this: at least this horse is actually fast like a horse. The Skyrim horses are fucking dog shit.
Fucking pathetic. I hated the horse in Skyrim. I got fucking what's his name? What's the evil horse? Blood something.
Oh, the mayor, the one from the Dark Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood, yeah, and he still sucked.
I don't know. He was pretty cool. He was the only good one.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
he was a horse.
yeah.
He was a horse that didn't die.
Compared to the other horses, I guess.
He never died.
Yeah, but like I lost mine.
Shadowmere.
I lost Shadowmere. I don't know where the fuck he is, and I keep going back to that pool of ink, and I'm trying to resurrect Shadowmere, and he's not showing up there, and I'm like, where is he?
Awesome.
Where's my horse?
I'm tired of your shit, dude.
You lost your unkillable horse, you fucking pussy.
I lost him. I misplaced him. He's gone.
The thing that bothered me about the horses in Skyrim was how thick their legs were.
They're so beefy. They're like
big-ass
two
horses.
Clydesdale mixed together, man. They're just like these giant fucking
Have you
horses.
ever seen a Clydesdale in person, bro?
Yeah, it's frightening.
They are so fucking big, dude. Me and Lily went to the OC Fair, and we saw one. And that horse was so much bigger than her. She was literally scared. She's like, I don't want to go near that.
They're scary, man.
It is. Dude, I didn't see a moose in person, but I saw like a cutout of like this is what a moose would look like, and I was like, fuck that, dude.
Yeah, I've seen. Did you see that there's like that famous video of the moose like walking down the highway or whatever? You can see it next to cars, and it just looks like
way bigger.
It looks like a borderline dinosaur. Like it's fucking crazy. And like the Clydesdales are. I don't have respect for Clydesdales because they just got two first names. But I feel like the idea of just a horse this big.
They're so gorgeous. They're such pretty horses, dude.
Oh my god, are you a horse girl?
I'm a horse fan. I think horses are beautiful.
Girl?
I've wanted a
like
horse my whole
horses,
life.
but I'm also intimidated by horses. Like I like them, but I'm also.
You don't think horses are beautiful at all? Are you serious?
No, I remember going to farms and like there would be like come pet the horse, and I would go up to the horse, and then it would look at me, and then it has like fucking flies dancing on its cornea, and fucking it's like drooling, and it's like it looks like it's like
you met disabled horses, bro. You met horses that were on the spectrum.
No, that's just literally like that's what happens with fucking horses.
I met a horse like 3 weeks ago, and it
Why
was beautiful.
Why are you meeting horses so frequently that you could say 3 weeks ago I met a horse? You
horse
freak.
like dapping you up, and shit with its hoof.
I hang out with like very real Mexican people that are like about freaking Mexican
cowboys
culture.
and
They
shit.
love horses, bro.
They do.
Like
They're
it's
cowboys.
insane, dude. Like Lily's
least in
dad loves horses.
Lily's dad is a fucking weirdo, then, man.
No,
Like,
he's
that
not.
is-
He's the person from the ranch, bro. They love horses. You just don't know that.
I can't believe
Like,
you
I'm-
imagined her dad too.
Even in Puerto Rico, when I went to Puerto Rico, they had horses there too, and the horses there were gorgeous.
Yeah, there are horses.
beautiful.
There are horses in places. I am aware.
Yeah,
of.
and they're so if they're well kept, they're really nice.
Every horse, like I've only met like two. I've only had an experience with two horses.
Yeah.
And both of them, like one of them, I just like was just like an asshole, and then the other one had flies in its eyes. And I remember, and it was fine with it. By the way, didn't do anything about it. Was just like, oh yeah, they're on me. This is a symbiotic relationship we got going on, I guess. And it just like
You
let
met
it happen.
horses that were like,
just a
"Nay,
complete
nay,
cuck of a horse,
nay."
just a massive cuck of a horse. Just like, here, take my eye, take it, whatever.
I mean, after
You
a
met bad
while,
horses,
when
bro.
they're just not gonna leave you alone, so you just give up. You know.
can you imagine
just
though,
give
like
up on the
living a
flies.
life where you're just like there are flies dancing around in your eyes, and you're just like.
I can't imagine it, but I've seen a lot of malnourished fucking children in third world countries with flies all over their faces. Yes.
I've
And
seen
it's
that
awful.
too, and I know people from those places, and like that doesn't really fucking happen. Those are really bad situations, and I'm just like, damn, dude, that sucks. Like, I have one friend that's like very Cambodian, and he was just like, yeah, dude, I saw this thing where they were like doing feed the children, and it was over where you're from, and he was like, bro, we don't
Well, it's
all
not the
live
whole
in the
fucking
huts.
country.
I was like, we don't
I think
all live in the
people know
huts
that.
and shit like that.
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't say
Africa-
it to
like,
him.
Africa has,
I didn't
like,
say it
proper
to him. I
cities.
was just like hearing it. I was hearing it. He was like, we don't all live in fucking huts and have flies dancing around our skin and all of our fucking ribs are visible. You
Yeah,
know?
but he knows that there's parts within his country that are like that. Just
mean, hey,
like
bro.
there's fucking mansions in Los Angeles, and then there's fucking Skid Row. You know, there's levels to this shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
do you think is someone in Skid Row technically poorer than someone there?
No. No. In Africa? Like a fucking golem child running around in
what
the
are you
desert?
asking?
Like,
what are you asking?
who's
Because
more
my brain
destitute?
kind of.
Who
Who's
is
more
more destitute?
destitute?
The person in are you joking?
I mean, yeah,
I wasn't
agree.
sure that you were actually asking that because I'm like, that's too extreme of a question.
They have to contend with
Bro.
with fucking pumas and wendigos and shit.
Most
And there's
places out
food-
most
dude,
most
there's
places out to
food
deal with
banks.
pumas.
Bro,
That's
there's
true.
food banks all over the place. The problem is most of those people are mentally ill and they don't know how to get the food. You know, so
Damn,
but
bro.
they could live okay.
They should just
They
go
could
to
live
school.
okay. It's just unfortunately. Okay, let's what else we got?
All right, let's
wanna
move
talk about
on.
this anymore.
We could so hold on.
I'm so
Hold on. We could run.
sorry.
Shut up. Nobody cares. We could we could run through. I don't know if we want to run through this or just go into questions right away, but I do think this is funny. It's this whole fucking thing that happened yesterday, at the day that we're recording this, between a bunch of content creators. Some of them big, some of them not so big, but many of them, you know, loosely adjacent to communities that Derek and I used to run in. It's Vosh versus Cat Black versus ContraPoints, and it's like a whole fucking thing. And the long and short of it, from what I could gather, was I think a week ago or something, Vosh tweeted something at J.K. Rowling, where I think J.K. Rowling was doing something, and she was talking about like trans issues or something, and Vosh was like he called it transphobic, and then he responded underneath his initial call, and he said, "Women be quieter and shut up challenge" or something. Level
Nice.
impossible. And I remember I was looking at that, I was like, that's. I thought it was funny, but of course I would.
Yeah.
You just admitting to being a piece of shit.
Yeah, I just think
the
just when
circles-
you're so inflammatory, I can't help but think it's funny, and J.K. Rowling retweeted it, or like she like responded to it like to her entire
She
audience,
quote-tweeted it.
and so it blew up. And instead of everybody kind of criticizing the way that J.K. Rowling was talking about really complicated issues, everybody kind of jumped on Vosh for being misogynistic to a billionaire, which like I can't.
I mean,
care about.
you still can. That's one does
Of
not
course
fight
you
other.
can.
But
No,
but
I-
yes, but yes, I understand. That's stupid.
Yeah, it's it's one of the, I don't know. I don't even really care who's right in the situation. I just thought it was funny. And I remember being like, okay, I'll move on. And it became this huge thing. And Cat Black, who I have some history with. I don't know if Derek does. Yeah, I'm sure.
I do.
I'm sure. We all do. Huh?
Oh, look, Katan over there.
Cat Black did this 40 thread tweet
Is it?
about like just how wrong Vosh was or whatever. And for no reason, they talk in DMs or whatever, and then like they're arguing back and forth, and then for no reason she goes like, by the way, Vosh and I used to sext, and I was not impressed, or something. For no reason.
Just
for no reason.
Under the fucking bus.
Yeah, it's
Why
like
do people swing like that?
Dude, it's
Why
so
do people
crazy.
swing like that?
Yo, for no but like I was looking at it and I was thinking like, holy shit, like if the whole time I can't help but think of things this way. If I, as a male creator, had like a disagreement with like another female creator, right? And we had like a genuine conflict of ideologies and we were talking it through in like private messages. And then I went and like tweeted, yeah, this person and I used to sext. Pussy not that cool. You know? Or like I just said something like that. Not that impressive of a pussy. If I'm being real. For no fucking reason, I would be crucified.
No, you wouldn't.
Hard.
You would be,
Yeah, dude.
Some people would
Yes, you
flame
would.
you, but some people would champion the fuck out of you. Like,
But we
not
know
that-
what
but
kind
not
of
that-
cretins would fucking champion a bunch of simps that fucking think, yeah, fuck women would love that. And everybody
Yeah.
else would be like, fuck Chris.
Yeah, yeah.
dude, that'd be so funny if you're just like, head game, real bad, too much teeth. You're bad at sucking penis. I'd be like, yo, fucking legendary.
There'd be a lot of real niggas that would love that shit. They'd be like, hey, yo, the fucking Future would get in your DMs and be like, yo, dude, you want to get on the next? You want to get on my next track?
Label? You want to be on my label, bro? Could you imagine you on Future's label? You and Chris, you'd be at some of the award shows just dressed like how you dress, and it'd be Future and all his fucking diamonds and all his fucking royalties. You'd just be like, hey, what's up? You'd be the Eminem of that group.
So badly. I need
I would
that
be the
Future.
Eminem of that group.
That'd be great.
You'd be like, hey, what's up, man? I'm Chris Raygun. I disrespected a woman like 3 months ago, and now I'm on like Future's record label, and I'm like worth like $3 million now. So like, I don't know, like my life is pretty different.
I don't know, man. I don't care about this drama stuff really, but like I just saw that and I couldn't help but be like, is that Cat Black? And because I thought like I thought she just fell off the face of the earth, but like she had this whole thing like back when Lacey and I dated, she had this whole thing where she was like she streamed for 7 hours a day for 4 days, complaining about that being true, and how like it wasn't okay, and how like she should know better, and how like I think she said something like I wouldn't be so upset if it was Sargon. She said that verbatim, and I was like, yo, this is the most out of pocket.
That's
lunatic
fucking awesome.
shit. It's crazy because Sargon made like 8 videos, like eight or like 800 videos about Lacey Green. You know, I didn't do a single one. Like the idea that like that made any sense, just super weird. So like I've just never liked her. She sucks. So when I saw her
Go ahead.
in this,
Sorry.
it's no, just so when I saw her in this fucking clusterfuck, I was like, oh yes, dude. I forgot all about her. Then it just came back. I was so happy.
Well, people forget how like for obviously she's obsessive.
She's
streaming
crazy.
7 hours for however many days you said.
Yeah.
This
Insane.
thread on Vosh, which was almost 100 tweets,
Yeah.
which is just like it's mind-boggling to even tweet. Like, but at that point, yeah, why not make a video? Like, I'm just saying, goddamn, dude. She's also very fucking heartless, right? There was she has like I gotta point this out that somebody pointed this out, and I wanted to not the thread, but so Kat, somebody was sharing this because of the whole Vosh thing. Vosh actually retweeted it because he didn't know about this shit. Nobody really knew about this stuff, but some people were like, "Oh wow, she's kind of terrible." But Cat Black was like boasting about being trans, like being trans is the coolest thing you can be. On a scale of cool, trans is at the top. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Stop being such a fucking hipster. And you know she's being a little quirky, whatever. And
Yeah,
somebody who's pouring their heart out, right, in a way that like I wouldn't recommend, but people who have issues, they don't know any better. And this person says they're going to yeet themselves. They're going to off themselves. They're 14. They're so close to ending their life because they're trans. You know, just basically how hard everything is, right? It's a very hard community to be a part of because you're shunned by so much. Those people that are going through it, they don't see it as fucking cool. And she replies with, "Put me in the will, kid." Like, that's her response. This person fucking suicidal. And then she's just like, "Let me get that money, son. Let me get that fucking money." And I'm just like,
listen, that's a funny response, but it's very, very, like, I don't know, that is not the right place to do something like that, you know, to a child.
Bro, like, it's like you had a choice how you could handle this situation. And you chose violence.
I think that's the thing. I think that's the
violence.
thing that bothers me is like this whole conversation is like ironic misogyny is not okay, you know. And then you look into the people who say that, and then sure enough, there's like all sorts of ironic things that they've said about like, oh yeah, put me in your will, kid. Oh, ironic suicide promoting is fine, I guess. like there's like all sorts of things where it's like people have their own lines of irony that they arbitrarily draw, and I remember just being like, why the fuck? Like it's so insane. But
I'm so tired.
Yeah, she's the type of person that she feel, because like, you know, some people they feel like skin color isn't all that important. I'm really more interested in your opinions and stuff. That's not her.
Yeah.
She is genuinely more interested in your opinion about a specific subject if you are a specific color. Now, it's not like, say, people do this on a very basic level. Like, say, to the point where it's like, oh, I would like to get, you know, I would like to know the black experience about this. So you're going to talk to a black person or whatever it is. That's totally, but in an extreme situation, she's like, oh, like, there's actually another tweet that was kind of circulating around where she said, yes, if my only two choices in a conversation about black experiences were Candace Owens and some white dude who read a few books, I think Candace Owens, a black woman, would have more to say. Even though knowing who Candace Owens is, that's her point. Knowing Candace Owens is a grifter, is a charlatan, because she's black, I would so rather talk to her. And it's just kind of show
that's a little more nuanced, but this person sounds crazy, to say the least.
She's just so unlikable, bro.
She's unlikable, and she's very unhinged and just very, very obsessive, despite pretending not to be.
She sounds heavily wired. Like, wired up. Like,
I remember when I matched when Elvis the Alien and I did a Tinder trolling video. This is so unreal. I just remembered it as we were talking about it, because we swapped accounts. I was operating basically his Tinder profile in LA, and then wherever he was operating mine. He gave me like I think he named me Vito Corleone or something. Like, just we made up these like fake Tinder profiles. He literally
called you fucking you were fucking the Don in Godfather. You were Don Vito Corleone.
Yeah, and then we made up our own like you know, our bios, and we just made them fucking ridiculous. And with Elvis's profile, I got a like from Cat Black. And this was years after all the stuff that had happened.
So
and
awesome.
I was like, I can't believe this golden egg that has just fallen into my lap. This is amazing. And so I had this conversation with her on Tinder where I was like, I don't remember what the conversation was. You can watch the video on Elvis Alien's channel. I'm pretty sure it's up there.
Please watch that fucking series.
It's great.
It's really
Bunties
funny.
is so funny.
It's laugh out loud. Like, I'll tell you will laugh out loud watching that shit.
I wish he
so
continued it. It was so fucking funny.
It was fun, but I think he would have gotten like extra banned from like a lot of things. If I think that was the reason. But
I mean, he chose a good path. He chose a good lane.
Yeah, he did the better. But that was a funny fucking thing. But like, I could not believe like the odds of that are so crazy. That like I would match with Cat Black using just some random like some Elvis's photos. It was like the worst photo of Elvis I could find too. It was so terrible. But yeah, so I don't know. It's a funny little situation. I don't know what I don't really care about any of the actual drama that's going on. I like seeing people suddenly like out of the nowhere be like, was she always this crazy? And the answer is yes.
Yes.
You just didn't know about her because she was never particularly popular.
It's delicious.
Right.
So
there's a picture of her. She drew a picture of me.
What? What?
She drew. Oh, this thing. he didn't know. Yeah, dude. I unfortunately
you gotta send me that picture.
I will find it. I wish I would have had it right now, for the show, but I didn't. Obviously I didn't.
I saw somebody mention that she drew a picture of Derek, and it was like a really like fucked photo. Like it was like you like an ape or something.
No, it wasn't that bad. It was basically she drew me as a stereotypical black dude, with chains and shit. But then she also put a Nazi armband on me. And
oh my God.
And she was basically like being like, because I'm cordial with some of these conservatives, I'm a fucking Nazi. And I was like, that's a wild stretch. Or I was just why are you?
It makes sense to me, but whatever.
Yeah,
because I saw
it made sense.
Because I saw somebody say that that. Oh yeah, she had drawn some black guy in like a really fucking weird way, and I remember being like, this is the first time I'm hearing of that. Maybe that's not true. So hearing that now, that it's real,
so
I'm so fucking
oh
curious.
Shit.
I want to go back and find that tweet to see if that guy.
You know how I found out? I found out through, and I don't know how the fuck I'd find this video, but it was a Shoe on Head video. She was talking about Cat Black for whatever reason. I'm sure Cat Black said something stupid.
Oh yeah.
And then so then she shared it in her video, and I was like, I had no idea. I found out that way. So it was just like I wish I had it on. I feel like maybe if I go deep enough into my phone, maybe I have the picture saved, and I'll attach it to some show notes for Patreon or some shit or whatever.
It's ancient. So like it's not it makes sense that you wouldn't have it, but like that is anyway. I just thought it was funny. And it was like easily like the biggest thing that was going on yesterday because nothing
really happened.
Something crazy, right? Like a picture of you that's so offensive that like it makes people that are like fucking neo-Nazis just like, we gotta stop what we're doing, man.
It's that bad.
Like we can't.
I'm so curious to see that photo
this.
or that drawing.
I've had some Nazis draw pictures of me. You know how like it's I love getting it from both sides though. Like that's when you always know that you're doing something right when like extremists are like shitting on you, right? You're just like everybody, all the Cat Black extreme, some fucking what is I forgot what that website was called, that neo-Nazi website.
Stormfront?
People from there. That's it. Stormfront, they were shitting on me. Some, I'm not going to get into it long story short. Some YouTuber made a very racist video who didn't appear to be racist before. Yeah.
Oh,
and then
like you gotta tell me who so I can look at it later.
I'll get into it later. I really don't want to fucking unearth this stuff because the only thing like these Nazis, the biggest pussies, they're way worse than fucking like any progressive ideologue, right? Because they would actually try to like dox you or fucking they were
crazy.
Reporting my videos and shit, getting my videos flagged, and like no one literally anywhere on the progressive end ever did anything like that. They just made videos or drew stupid pictures, and like fine, fair enough. I don't give a fuck.
Draw me with a Nazi armband, I guess.
Like fair enough, dude.
But
these motherfuckers are antagonizing.
Then doxing me, you have to worry about getting swatted.
Here I go. I gotta I gotta fucking put a gas mask on my grandmother because she opened up the 3rd anthrax envelope this week. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Yo, if someone sends you anthrax, you gotta take them out. You gotta, because that like they'll never stop. Like once someone's willing to commit at that level, you gotta get active and do something because that means they are not gonna.
They're coming for you. So
that means they know. That means they know how to find things. Like that's not something you could just like get on Amazon.
Whatever. That's like someone that's
Amazon.
active. This is someone that's actively trying to get rid of you. You gotta be like, hey man, let's just have our battle in the final place, man. We'll just
that's someone. That's someone who has no saved contacts in their phone. Everybody they know has one name. and it's not their real name. That's a concerning person that you got to stay away from.
No saved contacts, dude. You open his phone and there's calls to numbers, but there's not a single saved name. You're just like, what the fuck am I dealing with? Is this fucking? Am I fighting the Joker? Am I in battle with the Joker? It's just terrible.
Do you think the Joker has a phone?
Yeah, no, he doesn't have a phone. He has phones.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like that. Yeah, he doesn't seem like.
Yeah, he'd have to pay phone bills and shit.
I feel like Joker's the kind of guy that would kill somebody on the street for their phone, use it, and then leave it there.
Yeah, for sure.
Put it right back down.
No, you're totally right. He would give it back to him.
He just calls Harley, leaves the phone there, and everybody's like, "Bro, what the fuck?" And he's like, "Ha ha ha, funny." And he does like a backflip and fucks up, and then gets up and hobbles away.
Oh, my back. Anyway, let's move on to some.
He just gets hurt and he gets up.
Let's
He's
move on to
definitely
some.
hurt.
Let's move on to some questions, so we can get through
it.
these. All right.
Got it.
Let's see. Chris was the artist I listened to most in 2021, and he still didn't suck my cock. Wrote in.
Okay.
Says,
Nice.
hello there. Also, you need to listen to more music, but hello there, Goblin Man, Orc, and Derek.
I'm not an orc. What the fuck?
You're an orc.
Whoa. I'm not an orc. The fuck? I mean, I like orcs. Orcs are cool, but like, Jesus Christ, dude.
You're probably like the most orc-like out of the three of us, though.
I mean,
You kind of look like an orc, mate.
I'm
You
so
kind of look
adorable,
like an
though.
orc.
That's because
so
it's just 'cause
adorable.
it's literally just because you're big. I mean, he called me Goblin Man, you know. So like,
I mean, you have goblin-esque mannerisms.
I do.
Yeah,
have,
but is it more offensive to not give me? You know, like say when you ever seen? I'll never forget this. I'll never forget this moment. It was I was on tour with my homies, and this guy he like knew he didn't know me, but he started flipping everybody off, like saying fuck you," and then he gave me a pity fuck you because he didn't want to leave me out, but it felt awkward because like he didn't know me, but it was like one of those things where he felt like obligated to do it. And what I'm saying is, I almost feel like maybe it's worse that he didn't say anything about me. Like I'm not included. I'm excluded from the fucking goblin and orc group. Is it worse? Or is it better that he didn't give me anything?
You didn't get insulted, so like, you know, like cry your own tears, but like, shut up. So like, that's what
I'm asking
like,
you, bitch. I
mean, hey man, I just don't think I'm orc-like. I'm very much so more of a hobgoblin-esque kind of guy. Maybe
you kind of remind me of an orc, mate.
maybe a half orc. You know,
Just put on one of those big burly British voices, and then you'll be a perfect orc. We all sound like that.
There's a man going down the street. We're going to rape him and kill him and eat him.
rape him, kill him, and eat him.
That's what an orc does, right?
No,
Pretty
they
much.
Don't. No, they don't.
Yeah.
Orcs have different perspectives, man. They're just like you and me.
Who are the rapists? It's the goblins, right?
No, they're humans.
What was that Goblin Slayer anime that I watched on repeat?
What's that Goblin Slayer hentai I watched more than once? There were goblins doing it.
What's hentai? I don't know what that is. I've never seen that a bunch of times.
There's a hentai DVD like on your couch.
Do you remember Wait, so I won't say names because like respect and all that, but like we knew a guy in LA who had this big desk. And he brought it.
Oh my god! I remember exactly what you're talking about.
We had this desk in our. It was his desk, but he had to leave the country because he was visiting from somewhere else. He was like trying to get his visa and all that. So he went back to where he went back to the place that he was from to get that sorted. But because he still had his stuff here, we had all of his stuff. We had this big like mahogany heavy desk, like no doubt a super expensive desk. We destroyed that thing and left it on the street because it was too heavy to bother with. But
destroyed it.
Yeah, but we managed to get one of the doors open, and in it we found I think we found like a couple of like porn on DVD, like
Classic.
Japanese. Like,
Let's go.
And it was like the craziest thing because it's like, wow, I've never, like, I know that porn shops exist, and I've gone like I think as like a group with all of our friends, like we've gone to like sex shops like while we were just like drunk and meandering around in the street, and then there's always that section in the back with the videos and just, so I knew that they existed, but I had never seen someone own like a porn DVD. That was like alien to me because like by the time I was even remotely interested in that stuff, you could just get that for free. Like that was like,
Right,
oh,
right,
I'll
right.
just find that. I'll just Google. I'll go to boobs.com or like.
Is that a place?
You know it is. You know it is.
It probably isn't, honestly. Like, because I remember looking
of
for it back
course
when
it
I was a
is.
kid and it wasn't.
Yeah, because you were a kid. I mean, but
Boobs.com.
now that would be dude. That would literally, if it didn't, you would buy it like immediately.
Okay.
I would buy that domain immediately.
Okay, yeah, this is definitely porn.
Of course it is.
How the hell is this not one of the top sites if it's boobs.com?
Just boobs.com, like, because only boomers search for boobs.com. That's it. Only old people would be like, oh, go to boobs.com. There's got to be boobs. Everybody else already knows the websites. Like, everybody knows fucking
This is such a vanilla
YouPorn and
porn
shit.
site. This is the kind of porn that I wish my brain made me stay. This is the lane I wish I stayed in before I got warped by porn. This is like where I was at when I was like fucking 14, and I was like, I just want to see breasts and butts. That's it. I'm gonna stay here, nothing further.
Dude,
Now
when I
I'm
was
like-
when
now
I was
I'm like
younger,
fucking-
I'm pretty confident I saw every single video on that platform.
What was your go-to when you were like fucking say your height, your peak of porn? What was your go-to video? Like you already knew what you were gonna put on.
It's not up anymore.
I know exactly what mine is. I don't know if I want to say it, but
I'm not gonna
like
say it.
like a genre.
oh, MILFs.
MILFs.
But I got mommy issues, so that's why I was there. I know. I'm aware. I'm aware of my brain being not wired the right way. I didn't have a mom, so I'm like, hey.
Let's go. Yo, Chris, you're some fucking freaky ass shit, dude.
No,
Nari.
Buddha, Nari. No, it was fucking. It was this this Japanese lady who for some reason I was like very enamored with. I don't
Is
know
it
what it
Asa
was.
Akira?
No.
That
I
was
guess
stupid
whatever.
though,
Fuck
too.
it. I'll just say her name was Kana Yume, I think, or something.
I don't know.
But like whatever.
Was she
I don't
like?
know.
Was she actually like from Japan?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like
Yeah,
an
was it-
adult. It was like very clearly like a you know what I mean. It wasn't like that weird like because there's a lot
this
of
is-
Japanese stuff that's like
It skirts the
Oh,
line. I
it
know,
skirts
man.
the line. This is very
it skirts
clearly,
that
like,
line.
You can't tell or some shit like that. Like that
yeah,
kind of
or it's like
bullshit?
ambiguous. It's not ambiguous. It's like very, it's like American Japan. You know, I don't know how to describe it, but it was something like that. But like, dude, when I googled boobs.com and it came up, I was like, oh, it's a real porn site. And this is exactly how emblematic it was that I had such a huge problem. I recognized at least like 8. Like at least 8 names on that thing. I was like, God damn it!
Really?
I still have that
I'm not-
memorized.
I'm so like I'm not because I guess I was I'm more realistic when I was like into like porn and stuff. My shit was all like amateur stuff, like, oh, these are real people just like grabbing their camcorder and doing crazy stuff. Like to me that entertained me a hell of a lot more.
That's what I mean. It's like almost like content creators in some way. Where it's like where it's like, okay, well, I think I burned myself. I think I burned myself out on it like a while ago. Like I think 3 years ago, I was like, I think I'm kind of.
I burned myself out when I was fucking like I think I was almost done when I was a freshman in high school.
What
I think
the
at that point
fuck were you doing, dude? Dude,
fucking
that's so early. It's so early into your
internet.
fucking...
Bro, the internet fucking just started to get good. And so then I just downloaded so much porn. So much to where now, because you know how CDs were always used in like, you make wave copies. They're like WAV. Yeah. So you can only put like on average, like say as far as songs on there, like 18 to 20. That was usually the average. Like 2 albums or something. But then burning MP3s became a thing. And then MPEGs, MP4s. And then you can put so much shit on a disc. And my mind was like, oh my God. So there would be hundreds of pictures, dozens of videos, and just all this stuff on one disc, bro. And like I would just be like my DVD player and pop it in and just choose what I wanted. And then I got to a point where I was just like, I'm good. Like I got it. Just there was like it just clicked. It just went like, I think I'm good. I think I've had enough. You
would just speed. You'd watch your porn on times 16 speed and just be. Just
You know what you did?
psycho.
You did with porn what I did with Little Bites, where like you overindulged.
Or I did with drugs in general.
When I drove across the country with Jalen to from New York to LA, we survived. We didn't pack any food really. We just had Little Bites muffins, and we drove across the country eating nothing but Little Bites. And to this day, I have not had another fight. I've not even seen them. I think like I've been to grocery stores and I've been where those would be, and my brain just it's almost like that Black Mirror episode where everybody's censored. It's just like that's not. I don't see it. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's been AI enhanced away out of my brain.
Yeah. That's totally like 100%. That's why like say porn. It's super rare for me to like see anything. Like I'm more now like just on a personal level where it's like I want to see. I know this person and I want them to send me something. It just feels very personal and very awesome. It's
well,
like
you're also in a like being in a relationship is kind of
right.
like in general. I think people watch
true,
way less porn.
But like
up on it. I've given up on it. I just don't really. I don't really watch porn anymore. That's it. Like in general.
Well, yeah, I mean, I understand but like, say if you weren't in because like if you weren't in a relationship, you think you would watch more because like
if I was in a relationship, I'd be fucking hunting for pussy. Left and right, I'd be on the prowl. I'd be a fucking. I'd be a scourge. I'd be a scourge on the planet. I would literally use all my charm. I wouldn't even talk to my friends. I would just be like, I have to
Jesus
go get pussy,
Christ.
guys. I'll see you later on.
Your speech would be like at 100, then you would fucking legendary that shit and start it over again just to max it out again.
I'd allocate a few points some other places, but I'd keep it mostly in speech again.
Anyway,
I would just be talking my way into pants, bro.
Anyway,
everyone's a fucking victim.
Anyway, we got really derailed because we didn't even get to the guy's
Me
question.
pussy. All right.
He goes, Goblin Man, Orc, and Derek. That guy's been waiting for fucking 20 minutes. He goes, I've been recently been looking into getting a tattoo, my first one, and was wondering what is the best tattoo story you all have. Could be someone getting something that looked beyond scuffed, or a story about a tattoo is giving you head mid tattooing because you're simply that hot. You get the point. Much love. That doesn't happen, by the way.
I mean, that's happened to me like twice, but okay.
Okay, yeah, me too. Never mind, I was just kidding. No,
Me too.
I've only got 2 tattoos, so I don't know. I don't know if I have really any stories personally, but I do know.
You're more tattooed than you are nigga now, Derek. So I mean, you should probably know this.
I take offense to that, man.
You should. It's disrespectful.
I don't know. Most of my tattoos were fucking spur of the moment and like kind of homie shit. I even have one where that one got ruined, where it was like biomechanics and stuff, and I was like, it looked cool. And then my homie was like, hey, I can add some color to that shit, and he completely ruined it. I'm like, oh, thanks, dog. But let me see.
Oh, thanks, dog.
I think that I can say,
idea.
dude, it was god. I feel like I need to do something about that. But anyway, the only thing that was ridiculous, I would say, is how I got there's an eagle swooping down on a hot dog on my arm, and that one I went to my friend's bachelor party. He had a bachelor party where I'm like, oh hooray, like I don't really care. I mean, I cared for my homie getting married, but as far as bachelor parties, I'm not like, I think they're kind of dumb, like to each their own, but like I just don't really care about that shit. Like, oh, fucking my last night being fucking not on a ball and chain, I gotta fucking touch titties and accidentally fucked her, some shit. Like I'm just like,
I mean, I'm not.
You're already on. It's not even like you're not. It's such a useless fucking thing. It's like you're not single.
Exactly.
Like, what's the point?
That's why it's exactly. That's why it's kind of retarded.
My bachelor party is gonna be just like Smash Bros and pizza and like I don't know.
That's fucking cool. Like
smash your bros with pizza.
I mean, you're one of my bros, so maybe.
Yeah, start fucking each other.
Just fucking each other and eating pizza. Could you imagine?
Honey, I didn't. Honey,
walks in.
Honey, shut up. Honey, shut up. I didn't betray you. It's gay.
Could you imagine Lily walks in and it's me and a bunch of my dude friends all naked, fucking each other, and just getting pizza, eating pizza, everything like that.
At the same time.
It's
Like
a
eating
bunch of
like
shit
like
going-
fucking flexing and eating pizza.
flexing, eating pizza, fucking high-fiving my bros. It's just some ultra high-level gay shit. She's just like... She'd probably forget it. She'd probably instantly forget it.
Act like
She'd be
she didn't
"That's
see
a-"
it.
No, like that was a dream, and I would just like she'd pass out. And I'd put her in a room.
She walks in.
Like,
She walks in. She like
I
assesses
respect
the
that.
situation. She goes, "Oh wow, I have COVID because this can't be happening. This must be a fever. This must be a feverish hallucination. I'm gonna leave and assume that's the case."
I'm gonna
respect
go
that.
home and redo my day. I'm gonna fucking click my day back.
I kind of respect that, to be honest. Like, say, if I were to walk in a room and my girl is just getting dicked down by several men, and like they're all just like simultaneously like just finishing on her, I would be like, I'm definitely fucking having a dream. Like, this is a nightmare. And then I would just act like I wouldn't even bring it up. I'd just be like, oh, nope.
I would,
like,
if that happened to
that
me,
didn't
I'd be
happen.
like, oh, that's crazy, dude.
This is absolutely a nightmare.
That's crazy. And I would believe so hard I turned into a really angry bear that my body would physically alter and I would kill everybody in the room. I would believe so hard. Like, I would have such faith that I turned into a rabid bear.
But hold on.
I would literally become a werebear. It'd be my mind. It'd be like, I am a ravenous animal now.
Can somebody in the audience draw Sweeney animorphing into a bear?
hell
Like
yeah.
with the mid transitions and everything, like, with like those
Oh my
awkward
God,
like
that'd be
middle
fucking
middle
beautiful.
transformation.
What if they just drew me as like
beautiful.
the bear from like Cleveland, like a little portly bear?
From Cleveland? You mean the Cleveland show bear?
Yeah, the Cleveland show bear, a little portly little bear, and this is me.
That's so
No,
dumb.
don't do that. Draw him like there's a bear on my arm. Here's another. You can't really see it very well if I. Let me see if I can grab.
It's like a lot of
this
dicks
shit.
there. You got a bunch of dicks on your arm there. What's going
Yeah,
on?
there's dicks on my arm. No, that's the one with my friend. There's a bear. Oh my god, I don't know how to do this because of the reverse thing. It like throws me off. Like it like totally throws me off. Anyway, there's a bear. You can't really see it, but there's a bear on my my elbow, and it has a Gatling and a chainsaw and tank tracks. It's just like a bear that has all this fucked up shit. So I'm all about that bear spirit, dude. I respect that. And I kind of feel like almost changing my, because you never know what you're going to do if you get caught in a situation like that. I say I would want to just pretend like it didn't exist. But I think the latter I think what you're saying would probably be more believable. Where I would like actually try to just kill these men. And then it would be weird because they're all buff and they're all naked and they're just beating the shit out of you.
It is different.
No,
though.
they're not. Like,
Hold
I'd
on.
instantly go for the throat. Like, it'd be like, oh, he's gonna punch me. And I would turn somebody over and bite their jugular, and they'd be like, "Oh, this is this is super go time."
But this isn't exactly an apples to apples thing, because your situation is you fucking a bunch of your guy friends. This is a situation where you're walking into a
that's
girl on a bunch of guys. Obviously Lily would be furious. Your imagination would make her furious, obviously, because she's not real.
Okay.
But if it was a bunch of women, but do you think the fact that it was a bunch of guys?
Very much so be mad that I hid my homosexuality from her.
No, you're not gay. No, you're
I'm
not gay.
Okay, so it's like real. It's like how I'm pretending I'm not gay normally. All right, so it'd be like
right.
So it'd be like sorry,
Because
honey.
there'd be so much more confusion, right? Than
Because if you're
like,
not gay, then it's just what are you doing? Like, what are you doing that for?
that's what it's so. Because I mean, she would obviously know, like you're not gay. You've been like fucking pussy for so many years and stuff, and then out of nowhere, you're fucking several guys, and then it's there's so much more shock than rage.
For me, it's like the femboy thing, you know, like this guy dresses as a girl, you know, does all the femboy stuff, and then brings home a dime piece and is like the most heterosexual dude ever, like to the like frat boy straight, like super straight, but then he also cosplays Sailor Moon every weekend, and it's just like, what's going on here, dude? Like,
I mean, that shit's out there. It's out there.
like I respect whatever you're doing, but like, can you give me some context?
I don't know.
What's going on?
I think if I ran in, if I was in a relationship and I ran after like several years, and then all of a sudden I came home, and my girl's surrounded by a bunch of like naked women, I don't know how I'd react to that. I feel like I would be angry just out of sheer like, you know, it's like what the fuck. But also like I feel part of me would be like, I'm definitely not as angry as I would be. You know what I mean?
Like, hot.
Absolutely.
Like, I'd be like, what are you doing?
I'm not
You're
in
still
a situation
cheating
where
on me.
I'm not in a situation where I'm like, oh, I'm going to kill people. Like I'm going to kill. I will kill today. That's not the situation.
No way. It would be. I would be confused as fuck. I'd be very confused. And then I could possibly turn into Will Smith going, oh, that's hot. If she was like, this is my fantasy, please join us. Then I might be like,
no.
That's the ideal. That's the ideal.
No,
That's the
I'd
ideal
be like,
situation.
That's crazy,
well,
dude.
no. So here's the thing. Look, here's the thing.
Also, I'm talking out my ass like it's not happening right now. So at the moment, it's a different thing. Very much so real about that.
Right.
But
here's the thing. I will say that's not. I'm gonna be like totally. That's not a fantasy of mine. I actually think the pressure of performing for like I've never been into that of like I want to bang multiple girls at a time or something. To me, that seems way more like anxiety inducing than like I'm gonna fucking like perform and destroy these girls. I'm gonna be a stud. To me, I'm like I'm probably gonna.
That's why I've turned them down before, because I got nervous and I really thought about like, yo, what if I just fall flat? Like I can't do this. And I've turned
and
it
you
down.
might, because it's fucking the pressure, man. That's a lot of fucking pressure. Fuck that shit. So there's a whole thing like I'd like just, you know, I don't have any desire to do that. If my lady was begging me in that situation, I would say out of respect for my lady, I would consider it. But if it was a trap, I would beat her up. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. Okay.
If it's a trap, I would beat her up.
Like if she was like please, like this is my dream, like I want to do this, and I'd be like, all right, and then she's like,
there goes the show.
I fucking knew it. I knew it. You were fucking, and then I'd be like, all right, this is entrapment, and then I'd have to fucking, you know, I'd have to do some. I would have to turn into a bear. Then I would turn into a bear.
There goes the show.
Bear. Your body morphs into a bear.
Look, man, I didn't say nothing.
Hey, we've been talking about fucking banging dudes and all this shit, and now you're like, oh no, he's gonna hit his girl. There goes the show. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. We're talking about mauling gay dudes. Fucking creating.
I never said that.
No one's gay. Not a soul's
Yeah,
gay.
no one's
yeah,
gay.
right,
That's the thing.
true, that's true, that's
Everybody
true. Good
is.
point.
You have to understand. Everybody is actually the straightest possible.
Like they're just straight, but like everyone's just fucking.
It's like going to. It's like you go to work. It's like you gotta go to work.
You just gotta fuck these. You just gotta fuck your homies.
You gotta go to work on your boys.
It's like, damn it! It's fucking Wednesday. I gotta fuck my homies. Damn! You gotta frown on your face the whole time.
Whole time fucking
Looking
giving
at your
fucking,
watch and shit.
giving your fucking guys the fucking flesh pipe.
You're looking at your phone. You're looking at your phone. You're looking at your phone every 3 minutes. Like, damn, it's still 7:30.
It's still tonight. It's still just tonight.
At least it's
God
pizza
damn. I gotta fuck
Anyway.
at least 8 more of my friends. God damn it.
Anyway. Yeah. So
we have no stories.
I got dumb tattoos. I got a dumb tattoo because bachelor party. That's where it stemmed from. Yeah, that's it. My homie.
The one story that I have, which is not me. It's a story that I have from like somebody else who was getting a tattoo at the same time as me. At the same time as I was getting my first tattoo, he was getting his girlfriend's name on him, and he left. He left while I was doing the tattoo. Like I think I was like almost done, but it was still like some inking that had to be done because it's a really heavy black tattoo, the Rise Against one. And the second that guy left the building, they were like,
I can't. This reverse shit fucks me up. Sorry.
Is a mistake. That was a big mistake. And I remember
how do you not figure that
like,
shit out before?
No, I mean like
that shit.
No. Not like he just did what he just did the tattoo that they paid for, but like he like he was talking to the other guys when the guy left, and he was like, that guy's gonna regret that, man. That guy's gonna definitely get that covered up. He like argued with him to do it in a way that would make it easy to cover up in the future.
I feel like if I were a tattoo artist, I would have a rule to not do that. There would be I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. I will only do family. I will only tattoo names of your family and not your fucking wife just because she's family now legally. No. We don't do that. You do family and that's it.
A girl got a tattoo of Drake on her face.
On her fucking face. I remember that.
And then Drake was like, wow, that's really dope. Whoever did this, you're a fucking asshole, though. Why the fuck would you let someone do this? You piece of shit.
That's real talk. That is so shitty for somebody to do.
That's such a fuck thing. I would not get a tattoo of anyone's name. I wouldn't even get Lily's name on me, man. I would be like, nah, dude, you're not.
You can get your fucking grandma's name. You can get your grandma's name.
Maybe my grandma. Like, I love her. But like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, family is cool. That's it. Because your family's going to be family no matter what. So, like, it doesn't matter.
I get, like, a portrait of my, like, Lily's face on my chest. And then that whole thing happens where she fucks several guys and I've turned into a bear and eat her. And if you shave my bare chest down, you can see it's a tattoo of Lily's face. Like, why does this bear have a tattoo of a human's face on them? What the fuck is this?
That's environmental storytelling.
Because I become a bear and I can't become a human again. Like I gave up being a human to become a bear to kill those people.
You think my girl would be flattered if I got a picture of her ass on my chest, like just like her
on
ass?
Your chest?
She just bent over and like just a pic, and I just tattooed that. Do you think she would?
She would no, because she would have to stare at her own ass. Like I don't think anybody wants to do that.
Like I don't think anyone loves their ass that much.
You imagine being fucked by your own ass? Jesus Christ!
You put it on your fucking forehead so
your
she
forehead.
Can't help but
it's
see
like it's like fucking Majin.
Oh my god! But it's her butt. That's so fucking disgusting.
Oh, I love it so much.
That's
disgusting.
So terrible.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
A fucking buttocks on your forehead, you fucking lunatic.
I
wouldn't call it I would call it insane, but I wouldn't call it disgusting. I'm an ass man, sir.
I'm an ass man as well, but the situation is disgusting. That can be real.
Okay, fair enough, sir.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Nikki Ziggy wrote and he says hello. She says hello, boys. As I am a frail maiden with no body fat, I get cold very easily and bought myself a hand warmer. Almost every time I use it and people see it, they're amazed that they never thought to get one, and now almost all the women in my family and where I work have one. So my question is to you, what is a trend that you started that affected a bunch of people around you? Could be a running gag, clothing, meme, etc., in your friend group, family, or as an online persona with your own audience. Sweeney's non-existent girlfriend not included.
Oh, sick. You know, Ziggy knows my girlfriend. That's cool.
Started fucking my my boys, and then like all my other
boys. And all my boys fuck each other. I fucked one of my friends, and now all my friends fuck each other.
We read that article that like why can't fucking hetero men fucking kiss and cuddle like and go to bed like fucking women do, and then we just were like, yeah, why not? And then we fucked.
Why not? And next thing you know, I'm fucking slam powering one of my boys.
Harder than I ever banged my girl.
That article was so weird, man.
Dude, that shit's funny as fuck. I love that shit. It's just some guy that just like, I want to fuck my homies, and I want to fuck my homies without being laughed at, and wrote this article. like I want to just fuck my homies.
I want to be gay and accepted. That's all that article is. I just want to be gay and accepted.
But it's not even that though, because no one gives a fuck if you're just plowing man ass and you're like, I love men. You're like, okay, cool, good for you. But he's like, no, I want to love man ass, but I don't date men. It's like that guy from Law and Order. Like, I am not gay. It's that guy. It's literally that guy.
I have relationships with women and sex with men. I got news for you.
News for you.
That will never not be funny. Just the delivery of that is so good. It's like that. It's perfect. It is that Grand Theft Auto thing as well. It's just like perfect delivery. Perfect delivery will cement something like in the annals of history, man. Like you cannot. I got news for you.
I got news.
That means you're gay.
That means you're gay.
It's
I love
iced
it
tea.
too. That means you're gay.
It's
I love
iced
it because,
tea
like,
from Gears of War 3.
No, not the rapper. Not the rapper Ice-T. It's the guy that was in Gears of War 3. Don't you know? Don't you know this?
It's the guy that's. Oh my
I
god!
got news for you.
I got news for you.
You're gay.
I just love it. I love that too because it's like not. That's not accurate either. Or it should be like he should have been like if it was written now, he'd be like that means you're bisexual. He'd just be like that means you swing both. You swing both ways, and that's totally acceptable.
I think
you know what I mean, bitch.
I don't know if I.
Wait, what was the question?
The question was.
Oh, the trends.
Yeah, the only one that I can think of. The only thing that we have Alzheimer's collectively. That's what's happening.
We're on a fucking roll, man. We're riffing, dude.
We're riffing, but I will say, like, the only one that I can remember having, genuinely speaking, is I made a YouTube channel in 2006, and then everybody I know did it. Everybody. All of our friends did it. None of them stuck with it. Like, a couple of them stuck with it longer. But I was the first one to have, like, a proper, like, hey, I'm going to make stuff. And then, like, they all started making stuff, and they started, like, making similar stuff to me, and then we all started making similar stuff to each other just for each other. We would, like, make content for each other, literally. It's like, oh, here's a show, and, like, here's some stupid video that I made, and, like, go see it. And it was, like, it was cool. But then everybody stopped, and I was, like, the only one who stuck with it. So that is the most real answer, because I don't think there's anything else that I can't think of anything.
Yeah, you can probably think hard. Like I can't. The only thing I can think of recently is just that stupid gay rock thing. It inspired like a chain reactions of other people making their own, and some of them were pretty good. One of them was insanely homophobic, but the quality was so good.
Oh, you got to send me that one.
Look, I'll send. His name's Hydracock. That's his name. Like I think he just makes gay covers of. That's just his line. He just does gay shit. But yeah, it was very like. There's a lot of AIDS and stuff involved in it. And I was just like, oh, this is quality's good. But I was like, a lot of people are probably gonna like this. Well, apparently I'm wrong because it almost got like 1 million hits too. So it did. Well. It did pretty fucking well.
The trend I started was I was the first person to ever laugh ever in the universe ever.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I remember that.
So I was, the whole world kind of copied me. Everyone's afterwards.
I was
laughter.
Yeah, I was having this.
Man, I'm proud of you.
I was having this conversation with my parents yesterday, and I was thinking about it.
About like, laughing?
No. What? Do you guys remember the first time? Like, because we were talking about Wi-Fi, and I kind of was talking about the fact that like there was a period of time where like nobody knew what that was, and then everybody understood what it was. Like everybody understood. Everybody was like, "Oh, let me have the Wi-Fi password." And that wasn't like a weird thing to ask. But I don't remember the transitional period between not knowing what Wi-Fi is and just ubiquitously understanding what it was.
I remember when I figured it out what it was. I remember exactly.
I don't remember it. I don't remember like I remember real vivid amounts of time where like that was not something that was talked about at all. Nobody. It didn't have a name. Nobody talked about it that way. And then just suddenly it just blurs into this period of like, yo, what's the Wi-Fi password? And just everybody knew it. I don't know when that was.
I moved upstate. I got a PSP. The day I got a PSP, I remember when I moved upstate, they were talking about something because we had dial-up in New York, but we didn't have a computer yet. And I moved upstate, and then I remember my grandmother was like, "We're gonna get something called Wi-Fi," and I was like, "I don't know what the fuck that is." She was like, "I actually have no clue what the fuck it is," but they said it'd be better for cable because we got the cable, the phone, and the Wi-Fi. And I remember they were like, "You have to put this code so you go on the internet." And I remember I got the code, put it in, watched so much porn that night, like unreal amounts of porn, like from like fucking like from like 10 a.m. to like 9 a.m. again. Like I was just watching porn. 23 hours.
That's insane.
23 hours of porn. At 14, my body was fertile. I was capable. I was a capable young boy.
I feel like you're right. I feel like you're onto something with the idea that it was the PSP because that's where my brain focuses on. But like we had already had it. Like we had already had Wi-Fi, but we didn't have anything to use it on. So so for me it was like, oh, we got this PSP. Now connect to the Wi-Fi, and I was like, what? When did? And for what purpose? Because our computer was the only thing that connected to the internet. We didn't have phones or fucking even consoles didn't really do that. So like, what the fuck? Like, why do we have this? I don't know. It's just weird, man. Like, I just feel like that's like just like a cultural change that just like occurred and just sort of like photoshopped itself out of existence at the same time.
I just don't remember the when it was actually, if say for my friends and I, when it was actually called Wi-Fi,
right?
Because we were just called we're like DSL. We were just all say DSL was a thing. Like, oh, you got DSL.
But would you connect like? But that's the thing. It's like you still had to. You didn't really have anything that could wirelessly connect anyway.
Well, yeah, I remember when that switched over because I had to install back when fucking discs were still a thing. Where it's like, oh, fuck, I have to install this Netgear that's going to allow me to... Because it was when we used to have the family computer, and then it was like, all right, now you can have a computer in your room because we're going to have this fucking... I don't remember it being called, like, Wi-Fi and just wireless DSL. And then I remember having to install the fucking... the Wi-Fi... It was weird. It was like, because I had this Netgear thing, and it's like, here's the fucking, here's the box and the router and all this shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And I thought, like, I remember thinking, like, what the fuck is Netgear and whatever. Barely figured it out, but I don't remember exactly the transition either, I guess. I just vaguely remember, I think it was in 2004 when this is the normal. Like, this is it. This is the new normal. And
what was the question again?
We already answered it pretty much.
We did?
We did, right? Oh, the trend thing. Yeah, we answered it. Oh, yeah. Let's start killing some more of these, right?
All my friends fucking each other. That's the trend I start. Fuck.
Yeah, that was a good answer.
A few more. Elden ringing my neck over these boss fights. He says, hello. Hey, howdy, hey, boys. After spending an extended period of time on the toilet at work to write this question, I was wondering, what is the largest amount of time you've ever wasted at a job intentionally, and how did you do it? Hope you all are having a great week. Keep it that Elden Ring grind. It's great stream content. Oh yeah, I got to get back on that.
Same. But the largest, I wasted years of my life at Starbucks. But
well, I don't.
I think he's talking about like time
in context of like
one day
of like a shift, like how much time.
Yeah.
Like, because I remember I slept behind the TVs at Sears.
Wow.
Right,
what
good
have I
shit.
done? I don't know. I've definitely was supposed to go out on the floor and you know how you at coffee shops would you like to try this flavor of coffee with this pairing? And I definitely went out there and got phone numbers. And was flirting with girls and like that. I've also been times where hey Kingston, could you clean the dishes? And I'm taking 3 hours doing 8 dishes. Or they'd be what's another one? They'd be like, hey Kingston, can you do tips? I'm like, yeah, I can do tips. And I take a whole shift doing tips. Even though I could do that math in my head probably pretty fucking fast. I'm like, yeah, I'll do tips. Calculator. Man, I messed up counting. I got to get the rolls and quarters again. Oh, man. Jeez, man. This is, gosh darn it. But towards the end of Starbucks, I was kind of at the end of the store, because I came here and I worked at one store for years. And I came here and was at another store for a while. And then I went to another store. That was my last time, so I was there for maybe 6 months. And that other store I liked, the newest one I was at mostly I liked until COVID happened. But the other store, that one in Glendale, I hated that place. I was trying to destroy the company via that place. I was eating shit I wasn't supposed to. I was fucking giving away shit. I was literally the void there. I was trying to destroy that whole store. It didn't work, but I was giving an effort, man.
Yeah, Starbucks is too strong. It's way too strong.
Stronger than me. Stronger than one Kingston at least.
Yeah, I think I used to work. Actually, I used to work in Glendale for the city.
Sorry.
They were installing water meters and shit. All the new smart meters and shit that conspiracy theorists were all scared of and shit, and 5G. Trying to kill people that were stepping on the property and shit. Do you know that guy that's who owns the bank or whatever or at least he works in the bank in Dark Knight when he starts shooting at fucking Joker? You think you can steal from me or some shit? That guy?
Yeah.
Do you remember that guy? I ran into him. I saw his house. And I was like, oh man, fucking tell everybody he lives here. I didn't do it. But I saw him pulling out of a driveway, and I was like, oh shit, that guy fucking lives in Glendale.
It'd be such a dumb doc. It'd be such a weird. It's like, hey, that guy from the Dark Knight that you barely remember.
But anyway, I worked at the warehouse I worked at the warehouse because I wasn't an engineer to install this shit. So I'd usually have to run the stuff out. And it was funny because I never driven stick shift, and all the fucking trucks that were available to, you know, deliver parts and were stick shift. My boss was like, the first day of work, hey, y'all know how to drive stick, right? I'm like, yeah, of course. And I had to learn that fucking day. And I figured it's not hard.
Yeah, of course.
It's not hard, but if you're in Glendale,
concept,
where it's all fucking hills, it was terrifying.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's not. That's like the worst place to learn stick shift is fucking. Maybe it's the best place to learn, but not like on the job.
Not on the fly like
that. Don't know. I can drive stick now, and I know he's not worth it. Don't do that. Don't do that in Glendale.
Look,
don't drive in Glendale if you can.
Don't drive in Glendale. But I was surprised at how fast I picked it up. I picked it up in a day, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. But
it's not super difficult.
Fucking delivering. I would deliver parts to a lot of the engineers, and I would take my sweet time. And then, of course, the boss was starting to get onto that, and he low-jacked all the fucking trucks. So now he's like, I know where you are and how long, and if you even idle for too long, it'll give me a fucking... I was like, dude, you're a piece of shit. I fucking hated that guy.
You're a piece of shit. You want me to actually work at my job? Fuck you, dude.
You want me to work?
Bitch, you fucking
increase
tramp.
productivity, you piece of shit.
I hate you. I'll never be your friend.
Yeah, I would waste a lot of time because my job was to, like, basically like everything that everybody else wasn't doing. So like I had to go there in the morning. I would have to like change the prices on things that had price changes. I would have to like put sales stickers onto the hooks of everything that was on sale. There was always like a million fucking sales going on for no reason. I had to like set up displays and, hey, the Craftsman fucking or the John Deere lawnmower has to be assembled onto the floor so people can see it. And I was like, oh god, I had to put together lawnmowers and shit. It was
always
so
felt weird about putting shit together. Do you ever feel like shit was gonna like explode on people? I've made some bikes, and I'm like, I don't want anybody to ride these things.
Well, they were just display anyway.
Oh, okay,
so
then
like,
we're gonna okay.
Yeah,
but they
so
usually
we
sell those things when everything else runs out. No.
Yeah, but like that Sears was not that popular, man. Like Sears is not.
God.
They're not running low on
yeah.
inventory. I mean, they were at the end when like the company exploded and they didn't have any other inventory to get, and it looked like a fucking no man's land, dude. Like it looked like fucking Dunkirk when I visited the last time I went. It's fucking insane.
It looked like Chernobyl now.
Yeah, it looks like current Chernobyl. It looks like the elephant's foot currently. But I think
made lattes that probably put people out of commission. Like,
that's
decaf?
not...
And I'm like, yeah, it's decaf.
Oh, you're a piece of shit, dude.
Yeah.
You probably
suck.
give people fucking anxiety attacks and shit.
Yeah, it's decaf.
I couldn't do anything
liquid
anything like that because I didn't work in food. But like I definitely spent hours printing labels that weren't real.
Is that
like I would.
Yeah, it's skim milk.
Like cum, like $5 and shit. And you just
Yeah,
put on stuff.
exactly like that. I would put like my name, like I would be like, oh, my name and like $7.25 because that's how much I was paying. That's how much I was being
nice.
paid for the job.
That's what
And I
you're
would, like,
worth. Yeah.
And I would like stick that around as like, this is my value as a person. I would be like, sometimes behind the displays I would be like, cum 75 cents. And like just random just shit that I would make up. I would make up fake movies, like because we had an entertainment section. It was like a small part of Sears, but it was like where TVs and like DVDs and games were sold. And when we ran out of stock on certain things, I would like take the label off and I would replace it with like Home Improvement, the video game, like $78, and it's like, oh, we're out. You know, like I would do shit like that. Just to keep myself entertained, but that was like, God, that was so bad. Sears was such a terrible job.
It's not great.
I learned a lot. I learned more from Sears than I did from college, honestly. I think, but that's not saying much.
I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah.
Well, college is a scam, so you know.
No way I did that job correctly. By the way, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. Even when I did things correctly, I feel like I could have been done more correctly for sure. And. Doopaloop Magooty wrote in. He says, if there was anyone alive, dead, famous, or regular that you'd love to have a drink and shoot the shit with, who would it be and why?
Ooh, I know who. It's
Hitler,
sad.
obviously.
Fuck. Okay. I was thinking like my mom or maybe Hitler.
So
The contrast.
My mom or Hitler. That's so fucking terrible, dude.
Hey, mine homie, what's up?
Does this work in the sense, because like we're talking about Hitler, right? And he's obviously dead. So if we're talking to him, he's going to be alive again, right? Mm-hmm. Does this work for different stages of a person who's around?
What do you mean by that?
Almost like
I guess you have to.
Almost like I would love to talk. I would love to talk to, like, let's say for example, I would love to talk to Harrison Ford after, like, immediately after the episode 6. You know what I mean? When it was like he was in the thick of it, and he it was like, oh, it was new to him before he was like jaded and sad.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, well then Allison Brie before she started dating fucking what's his face.
We're talking about dead people, dude.
No, we're not. Harrison Ford's alive. That's literally the clarification that I was asking.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
talking about people that weren't here anymore.
Wait, was the question? Did the person have to be dead, or it just?
No, it's alive, matter? Dead, famous, or regular anybody.
Yeah. Then okay, yeah. Why not? Why not?
Single Allison Brie.
If you can talk to a dead person and resurrect them, I'm sure you could talk to somebody from any fucking time period.
Yeah,
you'd assume so.
Yeah,
I would still choose Hitler though.
Still choose Hitler. Single Allison Brie. 1,000,000%.
Single Allison Brie.
I'm like Adolf, yo.
Are you talking about like Community Allison Brie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season 2.
All right. Yeah, she was the best in that show. I think everybody like objectively wanted to sperm on her. Like
Allison Brie is beautiful.
Sperm on her. Oh my god.
Like Britta was cool and shit, but she's always like you always like, all right, I get it, you know.
Britta's annoying.
It's
so was Allison Brie. So was Annie. Annie was annoying as well too, but she wasn't.
Annie was annoying,
bad.
but you know, she was like a bad bitch. She was low key a bad bitch, you know. I think that's why people.
She got a gun. Her. She had a gun that one time.
Right.
And killed Pierce. Oh my god!
Shot Pierce, I forgot.
Her gun went off and it killed it. That show's fucking awesome. All right, we'll do one last one.
That's got me fucking fading. I'm falling asleep now.
How?
Falling asleep?
I wake up early, guys. I don't wake up. I wake up early. I have class.
Oh, you're disgusting. You're still going to school.
Get fucking caffeine, dude.
I don't drink.
What the hell's
caffeine.
wrong with you? Well, that's your fucking problem.
Yeah, I didn't make it your problem, bitch.
You did. You're like, I'm fading. I'm fading.
I'm also
you're
hungry.
fading on our show. All right, whatever. Okay, let's go.
Fucking fade on your lap. How about that, bitch?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
How about I fucking? All right. Damn it. I got
you
nothing.
lost.
Go.
You lost.
Let's go.
All right. Last one. Binky McStinkums.
Ew, fucking baby.
Binky McStinkums wrote it. He says, "Hey there, Pim, Charlie, and Glep. With the release of the new Batman just a day away as I write this comment," that was a while ago.
Oh wow,
that's
all that's comment.
It's like like a week and a half?
2 weeks.
I think it's been out for like 2 weeks now.
Has it? I haven't seen it yet. I hear there's a bat in it. Yeah. I figured I would ask what you guys might envision as a cinematic universe for all of the eldritch abominations you guys have created over the course of this podcast. Will we see a Pizza Time team? What will we see? Pizza Time team up with Joe Budden to defeat Dr. Drew? This is a terrible question. I'm sorry you had to read it. Thank you as always. Thank you for the laughs.
Definitely the Sweeneyverse.
That is a Sweeneyverse.
This is Sweeneyverse.
I don't know.
Well,
and I'm the Thanos of it, but I'm just coming there with I just take a bunch of Viagra. That's it. I just keep popping Viagra and I have to fuck all the monsters that we've created. It's like
I don't even remember.
It's
really just Pete. Or is Bastion had Joel?
Bastion had Joel. Fuck yeah. Oh, shot Uncle
Ben.
Who,
I like how they're just in a perpetual state of dying, but they're not gonna die.
No, Bastion had Joel is dead. If you
no, he's not.
I mean, he didn't die right away.
No, he's just Bastion head Joel. It's like it's me.
Yeah,
that's how he would speak, but he's fine. But he's like he can go to work still. He can do his job. He can pay his taxes. God bless him. But he's functional. Same thing with Shot Uncle Ben. He's constantly bleeding and he's in pain a lot, but it's just Uncle Ben in a perpetual state of shock.
He's just in a state of perpetual bleeding.
I want to see this on like a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 versus screen with the I want to take you for a ride, and then you just boom, shot Uncle Ben, bashing head Joel, pizza time.
Pizza time is fucking the strongest. Pizza time comes in coctopus.
Yeah, coctopus.
Oh my god, Derek, did I show you? Did you get that DM from this fella on Twitter? It was
I don't think I did.
I'll send it to you. I'll send somebody made coctopus, and I've got to say, man,
no way.
I've got to say, man, it is the most heinous fucking thing I've ever seen.
Gross. Listen,
I wish I could
to me.
I wish I could credit it, but like I'll I'll send it to you. But we'll tell you what, we'll hire a writer, and then we'll get this cinematic universe straightened out. We'll have 8 phases, all leading up to I don't know what the ultimate threat is. Well, you know what? It's a secret. We haven't revealed him yet,
bro. The Wrath of the Sween.
No,
I want to be a character in it, but I don't want to be special at all. I just want to be seeing shit happen.
I feel like you are a character in it.
Nah, man, I'm not.
It's just you with an imaginary girlfriend. That's your character in this universe.
Real fucking funny. All right, we gotta read some names. Thank you for tuning to the Snark Tank podcast. If you like what you heard today,
if you liked what you heard today, consider supporting us over at patreon.com/thesnarktank. $1 a month gets you early access to every episode and access to bonus solo episodes. $5 gets you a question read on the show. $10 gets you access to our Discord server. That's one payment and you're in for good. And $25 gets your name dyslexically read at the end of the show, which I will now do. Let's fucking go.
Ready. 3, 2, 1.
Hold on a second.
3,
Ready? 2. You ever see Rolento in Street Fighter Alpha? He goes,
yes.
Ready. I'm like, is he slow? I don't understand what's happening.
He's fast as fuck, boy.
Is this guy slow or something?
All right, so I want to say somebody had an issue with their name being read last time. It's a similar thing that Nikki Ziggy was running into. So I'm going to say this again for this person who has reached out to us. Gavatar, the last straight bender, was not getting her name read.
Let's go.
But on to the rest of the list. I paid $25 to make a Euphoria joke, but I didn't watch the show. I love playing as D.W. Freeman in Blue Alive Irredeemable.
Oh my god.
D.W. Freeman?
D.W. Freeman in Blue Alive Irredeemable. I love that joke.
That's fucking fantastic.
Blue Alive.
I'm surprised no one's made the video game cover. I'm surprised. I'm actually shocked.
Yeah, what the hell? We need a PS5, Xbox Series X, PC cover of Blue Alive Irredeemable. The Nerd Therapist, Victim of Sentience, Cursed with Thought, Detective Halligan, Slayer of Druids, Thigh Slap and Flapjacks, Tevin DeBlack, Bully McGuire and his soul-catching camera that he uses to turn people into NFTs. Jesus Christ. That's actually that's like Fatal Frame, but it's like you're Fatal turning
Frame, but in verse. But
yeah, it's just
you're turning living people into fucking NFTs instead of ghosts into pictures.
Holy fuck, that's actually terrifying. The opposite of a micropenis is a super schlong. Breaking Bad sequel series Fixing Good coming 2022. You guys suck.
Fixing Good.
That sucks.
That's so stupid.
Nickelodeon. Whether we wanted it or not, we've stepped into war with the Cabal on Mars. So let's get to taking their command one by one. Valista Arc. Mintberry. Let me the fuck in. I'm Mintberry. Back Alley and Pasila. I always say Black Alley because it's about the N word. You know, I can't just immediately like what? What? Kawaii in the streets. Subarasi in the sheets. Tham Thuk Thut Thunt Thunk This Thex. And yes, I enjoy your pain. You suck. Kumehameha. Saint Maxi, I'm squirting, Jenny. Get Lieutenant Dan. Maybe it'll fix his legs. Talos Valkyran, Apothecary, First Claw, 10th Company, 8th Legion. Also all. Okay, you said it right. The tale of the Mega Man X8 guy and the question Patreon hides from the Snark Tank Boys featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Avi, Rage Against the Machine is a dog whistle for Big Forklift. Big Forklift? God, I became a patron. I don't know. I became a patron and spent $25 not to be able to come up with a clever name. Wage Slave 583, Senor Alberto Jose Juan Carlos Gustavo Gonzalez Julio Angel San Jose Don Ramon Vicente de los Santos Manuel Jovan Enrique L.
No mames, way. No mames.
What the fuck, bro? Change your fucking name, bro. Loser.
Está muerto.
Pinche culero.
Fucking cabron, bro.
He's dead.
Just kidding. I love you.
I'm gonna come in your pants. You better change your name.
I'm gonna come in your pants. Jesus fucking wow. Steven, where's the brandy? Said you never had neck like this. I went straight down from the very first kiss like, baby, let me swallow them kids. What is that? Hold on, let me Google this.
That's what bars are, Chris.
No, but is that Drake?
That's so much more than you probably understand.
Yeah, Drake's trying to swallow them kids. You know that, man.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Throatzilla, a song by Slater.
I don't know, I don't know enough gay hip hop. I want to know more though.
I'm curious about it. Dead Inside, Shrinkus Funkledunk, the Warlocks who is using transversive steps. And $25 gets whatever Sweeney's favorite island dish is, or a thick girl from Trinidad. Do a show.
I'll take either one, bro.
Do a show in Iowa, bussy, then I'll come. Unlikely.
Well, we can do it in an audience of corn. Like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Like, come on.
You tell me to fuck all that corn. I can't fuck that much corn by myself. I can't. I can try.
How am I supposed to shuck all this corn? I challenge the other Connor King to a fight to the death. There can only be one. Sweeney, it's okay. My girlfriend isn't real either. I have PTSD. Ryber525 and the mystery of the sudden uptick in tomboy appreciation. Racists Snake. It's about dick. It's about dick. Men are from dick, but I'm from dick. Put it in dick. Spank him in the dick and take what's dick.
What's dick.
Take what's dick is funny.
Take what's dick.
Sounds
so
fun
aggressive.
Fact. The singer for Peanut Butter Jelly Time was killed after an 11-hour standoff with police. Have a nice day. If
I hope that's real.
True, I will lose my fucking mind. Hold on.
I hope that's real.
Hold on.
I
so
hope that's
ridiculous,
real.
Peanut butter. No way this is real. Jelly.
I hope it's real.
Time.
That guy deserved to die.
Singer dead.
You say he deserved to die? What the fuck are you talking about?
That song's a fucking blight.
This is real. Yo, it's real.
Peanut butter jelly with a baseball
bat.
Shut up. Why would you sing it, weirdo? No, this is real.
I want to choke you so bad right now that I'm choking my microphone.
This is real.
That's awesome, though. Good.
You've probably heard this novelty song either with Dancing Banana video or from sports venues around the country or from multiple episodes of Family Guy. But do you know the tragic story of the man who sang Peanut Butter Jelly Time met his demise? It was a pretty interesting yet depressing story. Peanut Butter Jelly Time was sung by the Buckwheat Boys, a novelty act that only released a single full-length record. The singer on the song was named Jermaine Fuller. Jermaine Fuller got into an altercation in Las Vegas in 2002 with a police officer. He shot the officer in the chest and the head.
Oh, fuck!
The officer would go on to actually recover from his wounds. Holy shit.
Oh, wow.
What? After the shoot, yeah, I mean, people have survived.
Fucking RoboCop, man. Goddamn.
That's actually crazy, though. After the shooting, Jermaine Fuller broke into a nearby apartment and took 2 men who were in the apartment hostage. The hostages managed to escape, and Mr. Fuller barricaded himself inside the bathroom of the apartment, threatening officers he would shoot if they tried to come in. Standoff went on for hours. At some point, Jermaine Fuller contacted local television stations and told them that he was he has a very famous relative. While the standoff was happening, police confirmed that the Fullers claim having a famous relative. Vegas cops reached out to the celebrity, who made a taped message in audio. The relative told Fuller, "It's not too late.
What did
We've
he
got
say?
lawyers." I don't know.
Did he say peanut butter jelly? Did he say that? Was that the
Fuller?
message?
Stop.
What the? Jermaine Fuller was the brother of Snoop Dogg's wife.
Oh my god, this is too unreal.
Why is
And it
so
was
much
and it was
more?
and it was Snoop Dogg's voice that tried to talk Fuller down. Snoop's message was in
Hey,
vain
yo.
though. Hours
Giggity,
later,
giggity.
police entered the bathroom where they found Jermaine Fuller dead of a single gunshot wound to the head. It was later determined that he committed suicide at some point during the 11 hours. That is so.
Oh, so he
fucking-
committed suicide. Okay.
Yeah, so he wasn't shot in the head exactly. But that's every time I hear Peanut Butter Jelly Time, I'm gonna think of this, and it's made it so much funnier.
I don't
So
sing it
now-
very often, so I'm fine.
So
but like shit.
So here's the thing. If this song isn't like claimed by Universal Music Group or whatever, I'm definitely gonna put that song over you reading that story. And not only that, I want the looping gif of Snoop Dogg doing the fucking driving, drop it like it's hot thing.
Yeah. Holy shit. That is genuinely I don't know if it's a fun
is
fact.
this? No, it's nothing fun about that. It's a fact. It's a no.
It is
That's
definitely
a pretty cool fact.
That's a interesting, to say the least, fact.
Okay.
It's very fitting in for, someone that created a blight on humanity.
Yeah.
That song's fucking terrible.
I love that he's. That is a great story, and we'll get the
I think
audience.
Sweeney died right now. I think he literally just died on fucking. As we're recording this,
he just fullered
his
himself.
heart just fucking exploded, and he's fucking dead. No, he's so sad
all
that
right.
Jermaine or whatever, dude. It's not Jermaine Dupri. It's fine. He's still alive.
He got killed, bro.
All right, tell him
Yeah,
Steve
but-
Dave, Andre Brooks, Antifus Maximus, the host of Mussolini's Pinata Party. God is dead because Travis Scott killed him. John Strickland, Little Limp Sniggins, Merck's 1889, Downey McFrowney, the NFT of Sweeney's imaginary girlfriend, Cayman Cider.
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly.
The First Church of Keith David. The First Church of Keith David. Bear witness the second coming of the King of Haphazard. Goops McKenzie. Derek doesn't fucking know what libertarianism is. I'm not a libertarian.
When the fuck was they talking about libertarianism? What's happening?
I don't know. Drunken
Wait, when were we
Doulahan-
talking about libertarianism?
I don't know. I don't even remember that. But like Drunken Doulahan, Pre-Roz. All right, Breaking Benjamin Shapiro, Come Man, the Man of Come, Wheeler's Day Off, Blake896, Mario spreading his asshole live on Twitch, also watching MasterChef, The Epic Ashuat, The Whitest Cracker, Fucking Kill Me, Hey Boss, I know two of you left, Ryan Lucchesi, Eldon wringing my neck over these boss fights, Sloshy Scout, We're no strangers to love, you know the rules and so do I, Ryu is Hoke,
Nice.
or Ryu is Hoki? Whatever. Captain Grab Ass and his famously dangerous gaping anus.
Oh my god.
Chris
sounds
abusing
cool.
his Puerto Rican privilege to join the Klan. Hard Hat I don't know. I don't even know how that makes
possible.
sense. Hard Hat Skydiver, Hassan's rage-induced copyright infringement spree, Alaskan oilfield trash, Marcus Shorten, Vladdy put it in spanking Ukrainian octogenarians, Game Controller 25, Nikki Ziggy, Murder Ascended. Really weird how they just uploaded an entire episode of Silence for episode 100 and talking like there was an actual person. Lobotomized Jesus and his merry band of figure naggots. Rembrar Sacrodot Albananer? I don't know. The only stick I touch while driving is my penis. Parentheses, I masturbate while driving. Hiroshima spicy mushrooms. Dummy Dave, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's a pretty nice cock. Sweeney's clown pussy goes honk honky. Yummy yummy yummy. Come inside my tummy. Jackson Absage. Badly brave. Hugger Derek, the movie theater manager. Aetherian Crisp. Get my Virginia hunting ass. All hands on dick. Shuddering yam cock. The rare uncircumcised American who shudders at the thought of circumcisions.
All right.
Melphis 1. Warlock Hexblade Supremacist. Richter 86. And as always, King of Haphazard now featuring 100% less employment. What happened, King?
Oh no.
Well, King, I don't know how to help you.
We appreciate you still giving us some Patreon, even though
Yeah,
Yeah,
listen.
man.
Yeah, man. Listen, you're
Hey.
in the Hall of Fame
Right.
of this show.
If you
Get on
can't, we
OnlyFans,
understand,
homie.
but okay.
You get
Yeah,
on
we get
OnlyFans,
messages.
man.
We get messages sometimes from people who are like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I couldn't keep supporting." Like, and it's like, dude, for real, not a big deal. We're doing fine.
We get it.
We get it. But give us all your money. at patreon.com/thesnarktank.
Jelly.
Yeah. Speak for your fucking self. I'm not doing fine at all. I need way more money.
Same, but hey, bro, I'm not complaining. You know,
I'm trying to fucking buy a solid gold house. Let's go.
I'm trying to propose to a girl eventually, so I need a bunch of money for a ring.
Oh,
So,
shit.
you know-
I know. Dude, oh man, dude. Hey, we should just like save money and just go on halves on we both get married the same day, same venue.
Fucking, that's so disrespectful, dude. That's so fucking rude. Lily would hate me.
Oh my god, you could share your ceremonies first. You use the ring for that, and then I'll use the ring later.
You can just share the ring. That'd be fucking
Hey,
amazing.
honey, I'm gonna need this. I don't own. It's like a fucking timeshare, but a wedding ring.
Bro, it's
my
practical,
God.
dude. It's in these trying times. It only makes sense.
I'd rather wait until I have enough money to do that, but I guess everyone's different.
All right, fine, dude. I'm gonna set up. Okay, this is how we're gonna do it. Even though I'm saying it online, I'm exposing ourselves. We're gonna make GoFundMe's for each other. You know, because you can't really start for yourself,
Yeah.
right? But we'll just do it for each other, right? And be like, my name's gonna be like Darush Polinton is starting it for Kingston. Yeah, Dariush. I'm gonna be like, I'm Iranian. I'm Persian. Dariush, Persian. That's my name. And Dariush Persian, and then your name will be Queen Esther.
Quinester Jacksonson.
Jacksonson.
Jacksonson. Show's over.
Jelly.
Jelly.
Amen.